Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Q and Cole. Curtis, I just saw that tweet you wanted to talk about. We'll definitely talk about that tweet in a second in the group text. Lot to talk about. The NBA Finals just happened. Let's just start there, right? With some of the more relevant stuff. Now, this playoffs has done irreparable damage to the East, as far as like what teams are really, because the second apron was already about to wreak havoc on the East, right? With the Cavs, Boston, Indiana, I believe is going to be up against it if they bring back Miles Turner, right? Which hell of a way for that saga to end is them to keep him.
They're not going to keep Miles.
They're not going to keep Miles. They're going to let him go. Either way, they're going to have to lose a pivotal part to this run, right? Like the reality of that second apron was going to always wreak havoc on the East and make it so that, teams going to have to get creative with how to get better. And then Jayson Tatum popped his Achilles, right? Which completely changed the outlook on Boston. And then Tyrese Haliburton popped his Achilles. And Cole, maybe this is a selfish thought, but the first thing I thought of when he popped his Achilles was, oh my God, how did that not happen to Donovan Mitchell? Because
I thought you were going to take this a completely different way.
I wasn't going to celebrate it because it's going, no.
No, because you said selfish thought. I was like, oh, you thinking about the Cavs next year already.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That wasn't where my mind went. I was like, Donovan played all of round 2 with a severe calf strain. And he was getting beat up a lot and really planning off that foot a lot. And I was like, I remember being terrified of it happening during that series. And he just got out of it. And like, look, I think Boston has enough talent to where they're going to be able to survive relatively this Jayson Tatum injury. Indiana, I have no clue. Like, I'm done making guesses on what the fuck Indiana's going to do at this point, right? Like, I would assume it's going to be really tough with them. They're going to have to lose some guys because of the second apron. And then no Tyrese for probably until the East semis next year if they make it.
No, he's not playing next year.
Like, if he makes a miraculous comeback, it'll be in the playoffs next year is what we're saying. And then you have the Cavs, and like, I don't know, between Boston and Cleveland, Boston can survive Jayson Tatum popping the Achilles. I don't think Cleveland can survive that Donovan Mitchell popping the Achilles.
They couldn't.
That would be it, right? Like, that's heartbreaking for Indiana fans too, because like, I mean, there's no medal for making it to the NBA Finals. Like, you get the Eastern Conference Championship, but like nobody really celebrates that. So all you really have is like, you got this close and then shit got twisted on you in the last game. Like, I don't know where Indy gonna be next year. Like, I don't know what the direction of that. I don't know what you do if you're the general manager of the Indiana Pacers. You came within one game of winning the NBA Finals, but you're so far away from winning the championship again.
So one thing they did do, which kind of went under the radar, people weren't paying attention to, they traded their pick this year and like the rights to a player they had like drafted and stashed overseas.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the 23rd pick and that player to the Pelicans to get their 2026. So not this year's draft, but next year's draft first round pick. They got their own pick back. And it happened during the finals, so people were like, that's kind of weird that you would do that. Like, that's kind of strange.
The Pacers got their own pick back too.
They got their own pick back. They traded their pick this year to get their pick next year back.
Okay, so they traded to get their 2026 pick back.
Yeah, and people were from the Pelicans, and people were like, that's kind of strange. But seeing what happened in that last game, that's officially like a really big deal. If they would have tried to do that after Tyrese tore his Achilles, there's no chance the Pelicans say yeah. Zero chance they say yes. They're like, no, we're gonna keep that one.
That makes me have a lot of questions, right? Because like it would be unfathomable for me to just assume that a team knew that he was going to tear his Achilles and made a trade.
There's no way they thought that was going to happen. There's no way they thought it was
like. But when these things happen and land the way they do, I can't act like I don't see why people would believe that, right? Why people's first instinct would be like, what the fuck? Like, did they anticipate it? Because that's kind of crazy. But yeah, like, I don't like how bad are the Pacers gonna be next year, right? Like, they feel like a team, even without Tyrese, they probably gonna be in the play-in.
Like they might be a playoff team, but you got to think about what Tyrese meant to them in this run, though, dog. Like he hit so many clutch, crazy shots to keep them going that honestly got them to the finals. To be completely honest, like we'll be able to be completely honest, like he hit some shots and put them in position to actually get to the NBA finals, and like that guy is not playing at all next year.
Also, this busted a lot of like myths for me. Because like the Pacers beat the dog shit out the Oklahoma City Thunder in Game 6, and the whole narrative was, oh, Tyrese gets to rest that calf. Yeah, man, I don't think that's how injuries work. Like, I don't think that.
You know what made it even worse though? What made it even worse is he came out the gate firing.
Yeah, he was what, 3 for 3, like
3 for 4. He was 3 for 4 from 3. Like he came out the gate like, yeah, this gonna be one of the ones, and then he just got hurt, and now it's just like, damn.
Yeah, and then Oklahoma City eventually just outlasted them, right?
Like, yeah, like once they saw him go down, I think there was like a collective like shock.
I knew the problem for the Pacers wouldn't be getting to the halftime, because I think everybody assumed they would be deflated. You're gonna play with that irrational, like, what do you call it? The irrational hope that it wasn't that bad, right? Then you get to the locker room and see your homeboy on the injury crutches, right? Dapping up everybody as they come in, and they basically told you he tore his Achilles, and that's when you go, dog, what?
Yeah, they said that everybody knew right away he ruptured it.
Yeah, I mean, it was obvious, right? Like, we have unfortunately seen too many Achilles pops in the last, like, 5 years. Like, I don't know if this is new, like, but don't it feel like you've seen way more Achilles tendon pops recently than ever before?
I think it's just like,
or is it just that we paying attention to it now?
No, I think they're definitely happening more. I think they're being asked to do so much more in games now, as far as like lateral movement and how fast they're going and stopping and starting. It's like, because Achilles injuries are just wear and tear injuries. Like they're just like you move and you doing so much. Eventually, like it gives out.
He did play on the Olympic team. That's another thing to think about, right? Like his season had been from July to June. So an 11-month season. Even if he didn't play much, he still had to practice, right? Like practicing with Team USA is not a joke. It's probably the best exhibition they get outside of like France, maybe, right? Like, and maybe the Canadian team gives them a little bit of run sometimes. So yeah, it was a very long season for Tyrese. I think people kind of underestimate that part of it. And like, because it's not just happening in like basketball more often. I feel like we see this in football more too. And I'm just like, what has happened to the Achilles muscles of these athletes that he just pop at such a high rate now? Like,
hey, did you see that tweet? It was just like, it's like, hey, how come we don't never hear no good things about Achilles?
That's the thing. Like Cole, in the span of 10 years, we all have found out what an Achilles pop looks like, to the point to where we're all experts. Like, 10 years ago, we did not know this. I remember when Grant Delpit popped this Achilles, and I had to explain why that was more serious than an ACL tear, right? That was in 2021. Like, in that span, like Kevin Durant popped that Achilles and Pandora's box opened wide up.
Well, one thing that we did find out is that there is clearly a connection between like severe calf strains and rupturing your Achilles. Like there is like it's like that's your body telling, when you get a severe calf strain, that is your body's like warning signal, like, hey, it's about to get real if you keep pushing this.
It's the multiple warning signals every day that I'm gonna pop my Achilles if I push it too hard. I stretch and I go, ooh, Like, you ever like try to walk down some stairs too fast and you flex your Achilles a little bit and you like, oh my God, I can't hoop like that no more. My shit go up. And like, I don't want to be no regular person with the Achilles tear. That's not cool. Like, nobody's rooting for my comeback. I'm out 18 months.
Hey, being somebody who does YouTube for a living and tear your Achilles is crazy. Like,
it's gonna be jokes.
Nothing but jokes.
Jokes.
Nothing but jokes.
You fell off the chair. Damn. Like, all right.
You know what? You know what's fucked up? I'm definitely gonna contribute to the jokes.
Yeah. Photoshopped. It crunches. I'm like, what y'all doing, man?
Like somebody said,
tear your Achilles because you're old.
Old is crazy.
Hey, you joke. You joke, A12 master, whatever your name is. Wait till you get 30, man, and you stretch. Nah, that shit is a real threat. Every day, I'm like, I'm about to tear this shit if I'm not careful. I need to stretch.
Hey, making jokes about people being old is funny until you realize everybody get old.
Yeah, it's funny till you realize you 3 years away from it.
Everything's funny until it happens to you.
Hey man, real talk. Someone said fell off the fucking Peloton. I'm gonna be kidding, bro.
Somebody said Q's face photoshopped on that KD hospital pic.
No, you know what the worst thing would be about it? I think about this every day. I live on the top floor of an apartment building that does not have an elevator.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Because like a couple of years ago, I don't know if I tore my ACL, but I severely strained it, like to the point to where I can't really sprint the way I used to. And I think about it every day where I'm like, man, what if I would have did this living here? I would have been done for. Like I'd have been home ridden. But yeah, it's crazy, these Achilles tears that we're seeing. But it did do one thing in the worst way possible. The East is open wide up for everybody. Now we're gonna talk about the Cavs. I have a hot take.
Oh God, you have a hot take?
Yes.
Oh, Lord.
It's not really a hot take. I feel like there is a team that we all need to watch out for. Because right now we're looking at it, we're just looking at the established teams, right? But I think there's one team that I'm like, they might be able to make something shake, and we're not really checking them.
Let me guess. In the East, right? Pistons.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
They got enough to make some shit shake, right? My issue with like, we'll talk about the trades with the Cavs, right? I think that there's a lot that the Cavs can try to do, and I want them to try to do everything that they can. My issue is like, at the end of the day, to make a trade happen, you're going to have something that puts this over the top, whether that be with the player or the organization you're trading with, right? Like the KD thing, it sounds like that didn't happen because KD just wanted to play in Houston.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the KD situation as it's been explained to me. So he had a list of teams.
Airlift, bro, I'm about to fight you. My bad, dog.
No, but apparently he had a list of teams that he wanted to go to, and he's on an expiring contract, so he had a say.
Yes,
he had a say wherever he's going. Because he's like, I might not sign an extension, blah blah blah. Like he has the leverage. So it was San Antonio, Miami, and Houston. San Antonio never made an offer. Miami didn't make a serious offer.
That's surprising. Well, that's not surprising, actually.
They pump fake all the time. Like if they wanted KD, he would have been in Miami, but they didn't make a serious offer.
Yeah, and also I can see them getting cold feet on old KD with that roster.
I mean, that roster is. Listen, we saw it in the playoffs. They not on shit. Like they're not on shit.
Yeah, I don't think old KD changing much.
Yeah, like old KD's not changing shit over there. Like
they got be in the play-in. Like
they didn't get beat by the Cavs. They got decimated by the Cavs.
Decimated.
Like that's one of the least competitive first round series ever. So, like,
it wasn't one of. It is like.
Why did you even show up? Kind of
the crazy thing, and this is something we're gonna talk about later. But after game 2 is when it got for real bad for the Miami Heat, right?
Yeah, but
like,
after game 3, we was like, oh, this is
yeah.
But
yeah. Go ahead with the KD thing.
Yeah, Miami didn't make a serious offer for whatever reason, and then the Rockets got involved. Everybody knows how I feel about Jalen Green. So
yeah, what they trade? Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, and Ahmed Thompson?
No, it's Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, 10th pick.
They didn't give up Ahmed Thompson?
Hell no, they wasn't giving up. They wasn't giving up him.
Hey man, they won that trade.
Yeah, they fleeced him. For real. Jalen Green's not good. Like I don't care what anybody. Like, he's not a good basketball player.
Jalen Green is excellent if you're trying to get the number 1 pick next year. Like you could just they got him and Devin Booker.
Speaking of all-time bad series, like Jalen Green had one good game in that Warrior series, and he was god awful the other 6 games.
Yeah,
like unplayable the other.
You could just see Ime green lighting the trade.
Hey, double A 12 Master said Mobley FC stopped looking at the scoreboard months ago. Oh yeah, remember them Jalen Green and Evan Mobley takes? Woo, yeah. Mobley put himself in this. It's him and Cade in that draft.
Yeah. Like, bards of it all. Like we're just so far away. He's an all NBA player, defensive player of the year. Like we're
all-star. Like it's him and Cade coming out. Him and Cade are at
the point where you don't even compare them to the rest of their draft class. You just compare them to everybody else who's really good in the NBA. Right? Like,
and to be fair to that draft class, that's a really good draft. If you look at it, like if you really look at that draft, that's a really good fucking draft. Deep draft too. Like Sengun he got picked in like the 20s, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, like it's that's like
stash.
Man, look at who got picked after Jalen Green. That's what make it real crazy.
It was Evan Mobley. Was Kuminga before Evan Mobley?
No, he was after.
He was like 7th, right?
Kuminga was, because remember Mobley went 3rd.
Yes. So it was
everybody was
Green
surprised that
it's always some
Green
bullshit at number 2, man. Like,
everybody was shocked they didn't take Mobley at 2.
Yeah, I think the Rockets got caught up with like that. Sometimes you get some GMs who just fall in love with this guy was the number 1 guy out of high school, man. Like he's still the number 1 pick. Nah, not really. Oh, Scotty Barnes, who's solid. Jalen Suggs, who's solid. Josh Giddey, who's solid. Kuminga, Franz Wagner, who's solid.
Franz is good.
Davion Mitchell, solid. Zaire Williams.
Nah, not so much.
James Bouknight.
Listen, they can't all be hits.
Joshua Primo.
Can't all be hits.
Chris Dorte.
Again.
Moses Moody. There was a drought in this
draft. Hey, Moses Moody ain't
he ain't ass, but like he's Moses Moody. 14th overall. Like,
but keep going though, because there was a drought, but then there was some good players that got taken.
Corey Kispert.
Yeah,
I don't watch. I'm not even gonna pretend like I watch the Wizards. Alfred Sengun, pretty good.
Okay.
Trey Murphy, pretty good.
Very good.
Trey Mann. I don't know.
Trey Mann not bad.
Is he still on the Thunder?
No, I think he's on the fortunately, I think he's on the Hornets.
All right, we're not gonna go through everybody here. Herb Jones was in that draft class, 35.
Herb Jones was good.
Solid. Then a bunch of European guys. I'm not gonna pronounce their name right now. But yeah, it was a solid draft class. But I think Evan and Cade are the 2 that's like, all right, man, we not talking about y'all as like the top part of the draft class, and that does shake out to something for me for this Cavs team. Ultimately, I know the Cavs are going to turn over every stone. They're going to try to make any trade possible, right? Like, there's an opportunity here. I think they have to be cautious because, like, already they should be the favorites to get out the East right now,
They
right?
are
Like,
they're the betting favorites right now.
so like you don't want to fuck that up and end up like the Mavs, right? Like where you make too many moves and then now other things don't make sense. And next thing you know, you justifying something ridiculous by the trade deadline, right? So you want to be careful with it. You don't want to catch move fever and just start trading guys because you feel like you need to trade people. Because if you do nothing, you're the favorite to come out the East. That's one hell of a position to be in, right? And I know some people see that as a reason to go all in and make a crazy move. Some people see that as a reason to sit the fuck down. I think both positions have some valid are valid, right? I can't argue with anybody who feels that way about them. But I think really, regardless of whatever trade the Cavs are realistically going to be able to make, and we'll see what they can pull off, I don't really see a world where Evan Mobley's evolution is not the most critical thing to this basketball team, right? Like, outside like Giannis, you bring in Giannis, okay, Evan can take a backseat. Like, you might even trade Evan in that move. Now, long term, that might not work out for you, but short term, it might be the thing. Like, you put Giannis with Donovan Mitchell, like, it's a pretty good combo. Like, you gonna make shit shake with that combo for at least a couple of years. But Evan, to me, I'm like, we went into the season saying for the Cavs to win a championship, Evan has to be one of the best one of the best two players on the basketball team, right? Like, he has to be somebody you can go to in the fourth quarter. He has to be somebody you could depend on. When the playoffs started, we said the same thing. And I think that's just the case for the Cavs, right? Anything you do here has to have Evan Mobley's development in mind, because there's not a lot of trades you can make that I think you're going to make a leap if you don't get that jump from Evan, right? Now, if you feel like getting rid of Garland is necessary to do that, I disagree. I don't think Garland is a hindrance to Evan Mobley. Like, Donovan's more of a hindrance to Evan, but I'm not going to trade Donovan, right? Like, and honestly, I think the biggest thing that slows Evan down is Evan Mobley. At this point, like, you just got to get them to get you the ball. They'll pass you the fucking ball in the fourth quarter. Look how many shots Max Strus took. They're willing to give up the ball in the fourth quarter. Max Strus be taking hella shots in the fourth quarter. Sam Merrill be taking shots, but they want to take those shots. Evan has to get himself in that rotation because there's no way that Max Strus should be shooting more than Evan Mobley in the series. There's no way that should happen. But that did happen. So I think the Cavs are operating on a real tightrope right now, right? Like, yes, you want to get better. Yes, you're frustrated because the team has lost in the second round to the team that got out the East both times. So it feels like you're one series away from getting out the East. But also, is this the time to be impatient? And is the move worth it? Right? Because if the move is worth it, the move is worth it. But, you know, you make a move and we're kind of debating it, it'd be interesting. But I don't know. I think they're gonna have a lot on the table. I just don't know how much they're gonna actually pull through and actually do, because it's a ballsy spot to make a trade. And Kobe has done it before, but dog, I don't know.
I mean, we do have to talk about the reports and the rumors that came out. Okay, so they were involved in the KD stuff, and I thought it was interesting. It didn't surprise me as much as I thought it was interesting that they got involved. But what I was told about the involvement, I think there's two different things, okay? And like, some of it may be semantics, to be completely honest. But the report was that they made like a firm offer to get KD. And KD wasn't coming to Cleveland regardless. So even if the Suns wanted to take the Cavs offer, and the Cavs could have made a better offer than any of those other teams that were trying to get KD. But if he ain't trying to come to Cleveland, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. So the report is that they made a firm offer, but from what I was told, the Cavs more so like explored the possibility, like what it would take to actually get KD.
They did the due diligence.
It's more so like a due diligence. Like they
like
tried to see what
available. Let's make sure this ain't a fucking Luka thing, right? Where the deal is like super low, and then like why not try to get Kevin Durant, right? If he's available. I don't think it was like a full court press. Dan Gilbert was like on the private jet trying to convince Kevin Durant he needs to come to Cleveland type thing, right?
Yeah. It wasn't a full. It wasn't like a firm like we putting the offer out to get KD.
We just put word out.
But we did explore like what that would look like if we really tried to get. So when I heard that, my perspective was this. It's like, okay, I don't think that they're super gung-ho about trading Darius. Like, I don't think they're trying to trade him by any means necessary. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't think they feel like they have to move him in order for Evan to develop or in order for them to take that next step. I don't think that's how they feel.
Yeah.
I do think they feel that if there's something like an opportunity or a deal that presents itself that they think can make the team better, and the difference between making that happen or that not happening is Darius, I think that they're open to trading him.
Yeah, that's
if it makes sense. If it makes sense.
They're not just going to trade him, right? Especially when he's coming back off an injury and his value just isn't as high as what you would want it to be. It depends on how people view him, right? Maybe somebody has a higher opinion of him than somebody else, and that can always change things. But yeah, that's been my thing. Like, I don't mind the Cavs exploring options. I want to hear that the Cavs are interested in I said the same thing with the Browns with the number 2 overall pick. Like, I want them to explore all the quarterbacks, right? And have a really good idea of what, like, you have to be more sure if you're going to pass on a quarterback than if you want to take one, right? So I get exploring and looking. Like, I don't think many people, when they're saying they want the Cavs to stand pat, are saying like, don't try to do anything, right? It's just evaluation of like, okay, what can you realistically give for Darius? And I know I've had this argument with many people online where it's like, we don't know what realistic is, right? But
I saw you and Chops going back and forth. That's all y'all going back and forth on the timeline about what to do. I was like, not my dogs.
I was up at like 12:30. I was like, what the fuck am I arguing? Like, I need to stop. That's what I was. I need to stop tweeting. This
man, I was the same way. I'm like, man, let me get off before I get myself in trouble because
I was like, I need to get. This is why I don't be on here no more.
I was definitely about to go in the thread and then post the everybody love everybody. Hey, everybody love everybody.
I was arguing with him and I saw Cole too. I'm like, I hope I didn't put him in an awkward position.
No, never. Me and Charles good, bro. Okay, so I want to ask y'all something. Hypothetical. Somebody who's, let's just say, tapped in, threw this out to me as a potential deal for Darius. Before I even say it, and chat, I want y'all to know this too. I shot this down immediately. Within 60 seconds, I was like, fuck no. Keep in mind, I'm a Laker fan.
Is this worse than Jalen Suggs?
It's not worse than Jalen Suggs, but it's like, nah.
Okay, let me hear it.
Would you trade Darius for Kawhi Leonard?
Ooh, Kawhi Leonard? Probably not. But damn, that's...
Now see, I said fuck no immediately.
Yeah, because no. Look, if you get healthy, Kawhi, absolute game changer. But
that's the biggest if in the world.
That's the thing.
Like, you can't trade Darius because you can't rely on him in the playoffs to stay healthy and then say, you know what our solution is?
Kawhi Leonard.
Right? Like, that's the thing and then also Kawhi's gotten a lot better as a playmaker, but still gonna need a point guard. Like, if you move Darius, so I guess who else would have to be involved in that trade in order to make it shake out? Nah.
Domo might get a perma ban because, oh my god, man. Anybody that says no is just stuck on being a loser. He's literally proving my point with the gas station analogy. Like, man, if you don't get the hell up out of my face and you don't get the hell up out of my face, man.
So
Like, stop,
this is
man.
the
Wait,
things
wait,
that Domo
The
don't
gas
understand.
station analogy?
He's the homeless man outside the Shell gas station that literally said, "Hey, brother, let me clean your window, brother. If you don't get the fuck out of my
Damo is
face."
not the homeless man at the gas station.
Yes, he is the
He's
homeless
not the
man out
homeless.
the gas station. Get out of my
He's
face.
not. He's definitely the brother that like has his Impala parked at the gas station though. Like he's kicking it, and he's definitely throwing out sports opinions as you walk in to get your Ben and Jerry's at $10 a pop.
No,
Like,
not the. Oh, now you mentioned the Impala.
homeless is crazy. I'm not about to call him homeless. Like that's crazy.
No, Bear.
I
Yeah,
just wanna
he is
point
the
this out
dude
for
with
the-
the Impala outside the gas
You know
station.
what Damo is? Damo's the dude who goes to the barbershop and doesn't get his hair cut. He just goes there to argue. Like every day. y'all ever had that dude at the shop who just go there, he play checkers, Uno, he just there fucking arguing. You like, when you gonna get your cut? He not here to get a cut.
That is true. We have seen that occasionally.
He's just here for the vibe. He's just here for the vibes.
He's just there. Like he there because he want to argue about Stephen A. Smith and shit. Like that's definitely Damo right there. I promise you he's done that once in his life. Like,
Hey, Adam, I'm glad you said that because I was just about to point this out. Kawhi has played more than 70 games twice in his entire career, and that
he's
was
old.
his year. That's when he was 24 and 25. That man is 33. He'll be 34 next year. He played 37 games last year. Like 37 games total last year.
Hey, wait. Did you see Damo's comment?
Nah, my brother was a barber. Oh, see,
Absolutely confirmed. No, that kind of brashness and confidence, I've only seen it one place, and that is black barbershops. Like, you telling me right now you've ever seen that anywhere else? You don't see that shit at Walmart. Like, shout out to Dom.
Like, shout out to him, man. He said haircuts at home.
He just be arguing with his brother. That's what he do.
No, but I understand the thought process of getting someone like Kawhi. It's just like it's like 4 years too late.
No, there would be people who feel good about it day one. And like, I ain't gonna lie, if he was healthy and the playoffs started, yeah, I'd be a little excited because it is Kawhi, right? We're talking about one of the best playoff performers of all time.
Yeah.
But we know how that excitement usually ends with Kawhi at this point of his career. And if
Kawhi's
that
good.
happens,
Don't get me wrong. He's
no,
good.
Kawhi coming off a great year.
A great 37 games.
You know what? This is not a trade I would do now. Maybe you could talk to me at the trade deadline with this, right? Maybe. If I'm seeing how shit's shaking, if the Cavs, like if there's something kind of shaky with the chemistry at the trade deadline and Kawhi is like either getting back to being healthy or like we know that Kawhi going to be healthy for that second stretch of the season, all you got to do is manage him for like 20, 30 games. It's a more doable proposition, but like you asking me to start the fucking season with Kawhi and hope he stay healthy? Nah, dog.
Yeah, it's too much. It's too much. It's too much for me.
Yeah, and also Q just froze for some reason.
Yeah, he just froze for whatever reason.
Yeah, for whatever reason, but we'll get it fixed. We'll get it fixed. But
like I think I just
no, you're back. No, you're back.
Now you're back.
Internet bandit back. For me, it was at Cobb's neck for a couple of weeks. We got the internet flu going on right now. But yeah, that's my whole thing. It's like maybe the second half of the season, depending on how the Cavs year's going, you can entertain that as like let's just make a final fucking push, right? But we're not even talking about the long-term ramifications of this, because like how many years does Kawhi Leonard have left?
I'm looking up his contract right now, actually. So he's got he only has one more.
Well, I mean,
He makes
there's
one.
that.
He's on 1 year, 50 million. Oh, I lied. 2 more. 50 million this year, and then 50 million next year. And
you talk about extending him in 2 years, and when he's 35, and then also extending a Donovan Mitchell who's going to be 30 at that point.
Yeah, man, it ain't worth it. Ain't worth it.
Mm-mm.
I don't think that's the move. I think at that point, I don't know, man. It's real tough.
Like, I get it. I get the thought process. I get what
he's
you're
a
going
wing. He can score. He's a shot getter at the end. He's a clutch performer. On paper, he's everything that you would want the Cavs to have. But he's also Kawhi Leonard. He comes with his own baggage, you know.
Yeah, like if you have an issue with Darius not being healthy, and you just trade for Kawhi, like it's just like.
I mean, you gambling at that point, right?
Just gambling at that point.
It's a dice roll. It's a dice roll. I get it, but like, nah.
And to be fair, the last GM that gambled on Kawhi, it did work out for him, but that's 2019.
I was about to say that's two GMs ago though.
That was when he was 27, right? Now he's 33, a lot of miles on him. Hell of a player, though. Hell of a player. On-ball defender, like, you know what I mean? If I could guarantee that Kawhi Leonard would stay healthy for like the last month of the season and the entire playoffs, I would do it in a heartbeat, but you just can't make those kind of guarantees. And then you're pretty much sacrificing your long-term ability to compete with Evan Mobley and get a second window with him to go all in on Kawhi. And I don't know if you sacrifice that. Right, he played 37 games last year, 68 the year before, but I think he missed the bulk of the playoffs. Yeah, man. Like, do we really want to be sitting here thinking like, oh man, Kawhi's out. Let's see what Donovan Mitchell can do by himself. Because we know what the second round exit is what Donovan Mitchell can do by himself. I do think about it this way though. If the Cavs had just finished that fucking blowout in game 2 of that Heat series, where would we be? Like, that's where the calf strain started for Donovan. That's where the fucking the toe injury happened for Darius. Where would we be, man? This is why it's the small shit. You got to just finish these moments, man. Finish it, you never know. And I hope they learn that lesson. Oh, Kenny, like, we would have just blew these motherfuckers out of game 2. We probably go up 2-0 against Indy, and none of this shit ever happens. But we allowed the darkest timeline to go down.
Now we gotta talk about hypothetical Kawhi Leonard trades.
Yeah, and look, I'm not mad that these things are being discussed. I don't personally want to do the things that people are discussing. I think people confuse that with me being mad. The Cavs have earned this level of distrust from the fan base, right? Like, of course, there are going to be folks like Damo who want to trade Darius Garland for like, who did he suggest we trade him? He said the Phoenix for Grayson Allen and
wait, who said this?
And what's his name? Ice-T looking motherfucker. Dylan Brooks. And then a first round pick.
Who said this?
Your boy.
Domo said this?
Yes.
Oh, come on, bro.
That's why the mute button is on. Thank God for the mute button. Thank God for the mute button.
We was having such a good conversation too. Like, we was discussing this out, working it out. Like, okay, yeah, this, that, the third. And then I was like, well, what do you want to trade Darius to Phoenix? Like, what you trying to get? And then he said that, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to bed. Why? I had to look up when he said Allen. I'm like, nah, who he talking about Allen on the Phoenix? Grace Allen? Oh, nah.
Come on, brother.
Maybe he meant somebody else, but he said Allen. Allen Brooks.
You gotta do better than that. Man.
Ugh. But yeah, the Cavs are in a precarious situation, right? Because I would not be shocked. I don't think anybody would be shocked if the Cavs got to the NBA Finals next year. The way things are looking now. Now, I do think somebody's going to do something crazy in the East that can. It might be Detroit because, I mean, look at the fucking opportunity there. There is nobody that you think is insurmountable in the East right now. Like with the Cavs, I can't imagine other teams are like, oh, God, let's not try a big move because the fucking Cavs are there. Same
I'm
thing.
going to say something. I'm going
Knicks.
to say something. It is going to piss people off, but I'm going to say something. If I'm the Orlando Magic,
I'm making
Detroit
moves.
Pistons, I'm like, hey, bro, the only thing we got to worry about is the Cavs.
You can you're Orlando. You went 7 games with the Cavs 2 years ago. You feel like you're not that far from leapfrogging them, right? Like those are the teams I feel like they're going to be really inclined to make moves, and I think that's what's going to add pressure to the Cavs to make a move. Is hey, what the fuck is Detroit going to do, right? What the fuck is Orlando going to do? Because right now they don't have to do nothing. If nobody does anything, the Cavs will probably get to the NBA Finals next year, but if Detroit does something crazy that can shake things up because they got Cade, right? Legit star. You add Giannis to that. Woo! Like shit get different right there with Detroit. Joel Embiid not gonna get traded anytime soon, unfortunately, but he's pretty much stuck on the Sixers. But it's like you could make a move to get Joel somewhere, some fucking place. Like the Magic have already made moves. You know, they got Desmond Bane. I don't think that changes much for them. Like it makes them better for sure.
It makes them better.
They needed a shooter, right? And he can shoot.
They needed shooting because their offense was just bad.
Yeah,
it was awful.
He's a good shooter.
They need more than one
shooter.
And look, here's the thing about needing shooters. You need like 4 of them like, for it to really matter. Like you got one dude who can shoot, one cold night, you not shooting no more. Right? Like you need like 4 because that guarantees you on any given night you're gonna have somebody making fucking shots. So they got a ways to go because who's their second best 3-point shooter on that roster?
Probably Mo Wagner.
Mo Wagner.
One of them. I think
one of the Wagners.
Because Franz can't shoot at all.
No.
Paolo can't shoot. Jalen Suggs can't shoot. So probably Mo. Yeah.
Brother, I tell you, I got a whole argument with my brother about Jalen Suggs.
Y'all arguing about Jalen Suggs?
Yeah, he was like, y'all acting like Jalen Suggs can't shoot at all. He was trying to make the argument. I think he got mad because I compared Jalen Suggs to Larry Hughes. And that's what set him off. But yeah.
I
don't know, bro.
Let me look up these percentages to make sure I ain't lying.
You happy if you make 35%.
Mo Wagner shot 36% from 3. The second person was, I think that's important, was Cole Anthony, but they traded him. He shot 35%, and KCP shot 34%.
God damn.
Okay, so let's be fair to Jalen Suggs. In 23-24, right? So not last season, but the season before last.
He was taking less shots, and he shot like what, 36?
He shot 39.
39?
39% from 3. Yeah, 39% from 3.
Oh, how many attempts?
That was in 23-24. 5. So not bad. That's decent.
Not bad.
So this year, he only played 35 games this year because he got hurt. He was taking about 6.9, so let's just say 7 threes a game, and he shot 31%.
He's a 5-3 attempt a game guy.
He's 33% from 3 for his career. 32.9.
Yeah, I mean the efficiency doesn't scale with him. That's my whole thing with Jalen Suggs. It's that Tobias Harris thing. It's like you put the per 36 up in some years, and you're like, oh my God, he could be this, and it's like he will make 39% of 5 3-point attempts on a good year, and that's okay if you're not trading Darius Garland to get it.
Yeah, I'm not trading Darius to get Jalen Suggs, bro.
Like it's better than Isaac Okoro. Like, yeah, it's way better than Isaac Okoro. Somebody mentioned, but are you trading Isaac Okoro to get Jalen Suggs? No. Probably not. No, you're probably trading an all-star to get Jalen Suggs, and that's where I'm like, probably not going to be for me, especially to a team that desperately needs to upgrade. like you're in a cold war right now with Orlando and Detroit. New York can't really do shit, right? Like, can New York do anything?
I don't think they can. I don't think they can.
They're fucking done. They fired the coach. They're out of moves. Once you fire your coach after you go to the conference finals, that is an admittance for the organization. You got no more moves. And let's not forget, their owner sucks. Like,
yeah.
We haven't really come up against it in a little while, right? But we forgot how much Dolan just held back Carmelo Anthony during that entire run, right? To the point to where people was getting, who was it that got, he's from Cleveland. He's a center. He's known for having hands.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I can't believe I can't think of his name right now. Damn.
Right, he's a Cleveland legend.
Cleveland legend.
Local dude.
He's on the Bulls. Chat, y'all know who we talking about.
Is it? Damn,
Charles Oakley.
Charles Oakley.
Yeah,
There is a 45-year-old man in the comment section right now furious that it took us that long to think of Charles Oakley. Yeah,
we're sorry. We apologize.
Charles Oakley was getting banned from Madison Square Garden because he was getting pissed off at Dolan. Like, there's not much they could do there. And I know people think Cavs ownership sucks, and it does, like most ownership does. But they're gonna spend the money if it need to be spent. That's the thing. James ain't gonna do that fucking shit. So there's that whole part of it.
We got more news.
Oh, we got action. We got action.
Hey, we had it on the docket. We were going to talk about how there's going to be a crazy amount of movement for the NBA offseason this year.
Yes.
New Orleans Pelicans are trading CJ McCollum to the Washington Wizards.
For Jordan Poole, Sadiq Bey, and the number 3 pick.
Oh, I want nothing to do with any part of that trade.
Oh, they said Jordan Poole. They said Jordan Poole to the Pelicans. Good God.
They sent him from one hell to another.
Man, yeah, I'm telling you, unprecedented amount. Well, this is the perfect segue to talk about it. There's going to be an insane amount of moves.
Before we get excited about these moves, can we talk about how asinine this trade is?
It's not even worse. It's not even worse than the Drew Holiday for Anthony Simons trade yesterday.
No, I'm not saying that the compensation is bad. I'm just saying, who the fuck wants to be a part of that trade right there? Ugh. Oh my God. You go for the Pelicans to the Wizards? Why are they doing this to my dog CJ like this, man?
So I will say this. The Wizards are like one of those young fun teams. They got like a bunch of young players who can do things. And I'm not mad. Like, if I'm CJ, like, that's kind of where I want to be. I'm the vet. They gonna listen to me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
are they?
I can see you.
No.
Yeah, they gonna listen to him. Yeah.
It's not like he Chris Paul. He's CJ McCollum. Like,
they gonna listen to CJ. They listen to CJ. CJ is cool.
They be like, oh man, I love Dame. Like, they gonna be like, yeah.
CJ's an adult. It's definitely better than having Jordan fucking Poole in there.
No. Cole makes a point. I'd rather listen to CJ McCollum than Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole give me advice.
Like, come on, man.
Bro, I'm not saying that CJ is not better than Jordan Poole. CJ is most certainly a better voice to listen to than Jordan Poole. But if you got introduced to the league and your organization's like, hey man, this your vet, Jordan Poole, I'm not fucking listening to the Wizards organization anymore. And whoever they bring in, I'm done with all the vets. Like, nah, unless you bring in somebody I really gotta fucking listen to, I'm not about to listen to no CJ McCollum.
Come on, man. You disrespect CJ.
I'm not disrespecting CJ. I'm just saying, like, was CJ about to impart wisdom?
I think you can.
Hey man, you gonna tell him don't be. He said, "You gonna tell him, hey man, don't be part of CBA discussions."
Warriors team in the Western Conference Finals in the most egregious way possible. Like, these kids already don't have respect for anything, and you think they about to respect CJ McCollum?
I think they're gonna respect him more than Jordan Poole for sure. Absolutely.
Yes, but it's still not at the threshold it needs to be useful. Like, bruh, nah, they don't respect nothing. Nobody ain't got no championship. And you are the guy that they don't even clown with. They got the beard grown meme for fucking Damian Lillard. Bruh, CJ, they don't even get the beard grown meme treatment anymore, man. Like, nah. How did that work out for the Pelicans, Cole?
that whole team is.
CJ McCollum leading shit. What is Zion Williamson up to right now, Cole?
We can't talk about that.
We're not going to speculate on that at all. We're not going to speculate on that at all. Actually,
I'm just saying. We all like, oh, you gonna help these young guys? Look where he just fucking came from. What? It's like saying Taj Gibson really gonna change shit for these young players. He out there in with the New Orleans. Is it New Orleans now? Charlotte. He out there in Charlotte doing nothing for them young guys.
Hey, let me tell you something. I'm gonna correct you right now. Nobody has ever said a vet is gonna turn around the Charlotte Hornets. That is a hopeless endeavor. You can put Michael Jordan was there. They ain't do shit.
Fuck this. He was one look at LaMelo Ball's shoes and was like, I'm out. This is not a winner. Okay.
If Michael Jordan couldn't get that organization together, there's no way in fuck I expect Taj Gibson to do something.
That's what I'm saying, dog. I don't know how much veteran leadership matter if he's not like that anymore. Like, and that's the other thing. Sometimes people will listen to you, your reputation's so good, but you also got to be like that for people to shut the fuck up and listen to you. And it's like, I mean, CJ was never like that. Like, he was always good, but like, with CJ
one of them guys where I feel like sometimes I feel like guys are really good players, but they're victims of being in the Western Conference. Like there's guys who played in the West where I feel like if they played in the East, they would have been like multiple time All-Stars. I think CJ was one of those guys too. Like where if he played in the East, he definitely would have made a bunch of All-Star teams.
Absolutely. Like I think he was more of a 1B at times in Portland than like a 2 to Dame. It's just, don't nobody really think of him like that. Like that, you got to make the argument for CJ. Like
you really had to be there, like watching him back in the day, to be like, no, CJ was cold. He just played like the West.
We root for CJ a little extra because he's from Cleveland.
Yeah, that's true.
That shit don't matter if you from Dallas. CJ ain't changing it up for the rookies. Man.
Hey, let me actually look up some of CJ season because I feel like he better than we.
Willie McGinnis, it was like it's gonna teach these young guys something. What Willie McGinnis ever do for the Browns locker room, Cove? And Willie McGinnis was a dog back in the day. Hey, dude, shit, we were bullshit.
Hey, no, so what? Listen to this. So this is crazy. This is actually crazy. So his first season, he averaged 5 points as a rookie. His second season, he averaged 6.8. His third season, he averaged 20.8, bro. And he won Most Improved Player. Like he averaged 20, and then so it was 20.8, 23, 21, 21, 22, 23, 22, 20, 24, 20, 20, 21. Hey, CJ's a bucket, dog.
No, 2021, he got on 50% shooting 24 points. Like, no, he was hooping. He's a hooper. No doubt. No doubt. I am not challenging that CJ McCollum is a bucket. And he probably gonna make the Wizards a little bit better. But like if we like, oh, CJ gonna get these young dudes in line, nah, CJ ain't gonna get 20. That's what CJ gonna do. He gonna get 20. Do he pass the ball? He passed the ball, what, 4 assists a game in his career?
Something like that.
That ain't bad.
And you know what CJ gonna do? Produce a podcast, mind his fucking business. But he not about to bring the team together and be the glue, all this shit. Like, he's not gonna be the guy that fixes DC.
Man, see, I didn't know CJ was still getting to it though. That's the crazy part.
He got 20 last year.
Yeah, 21. Like he still get buckets though.
37% from 3 on 8 attempts. Like,
hey, bro, he's a career 39%
on 6 shooter. He's good. He just played in Portland.
He cooking in New Orleans.
Oh God. And now fucking DC.
Yeah,
most unfortunate career. Look, I wonder how different his life would be if the Cavs had drafted him number 1 overall that year when they took Anthony Bennett.
Man, could you imagine playing at home and he a bucket?
I will shoot this. This is a shot for the parking lot, but I remember wanting to draft CJ McCollum back then because there was a Bill Simmons, Jalen Rose. They were doing like the film with these guys. I don't know if you remember it, but Bill Simmons and Jalen Rose, they had like these film sessions with all the prospects that year in the 2013 draft. And I remember CJ McCollum had a really good one. I remember Victor. I was like, oh, what's his name? Oh, his career was so fast. Yeah, Victor Oladipo. He was like, I got to guard LeBron the next. And I was like, I like that. I think he got the right mindset. And then CJ McCollum, I was like, hey, he beat Duke. Let's draft him. Fuck it. But we had three. And, it would be impossible to pair CJ McCollum with the point guard, right? Meanwhile, we got fucking Deion Waiters next to Kyrie Irving. But yeah, I wanted CJ or Vic in the 2013 draft, and we ended up taking Anthony Bennett.
Bro, I did not know
what his career be because like he probably would he been moved when LeBron came? Because I don't think they would have had to. He wasn't like that good his rookie year to where he'd be a trade piece.
Maybe because they traded Wiggins to get Kevin Love, but they traded Bennett too. So I don't know if they would have been able to trade somebody.
But they kind of traded Bennett to get rid of him.
Low key.
Not because low key. It was
because the Timberwolves just wanted. They really just wanted Wiggins.
Yeah, and it was like, hey, if you want Wiggins, you got to take Bennett.
And they were like, okay, he went number 1 overall.
And then they cut him like 3 months later.
Yeah, some shit like that. Something like that.
Yeah, so I don't think the Cavs would have had to include him in that move. And it's fun to talk about. They could have took Giannis. They were never going to take Giannis number 1 overall. But taking CJ was definitely an option that year. It wasn't a popular option, but it was up there.
CJ
was him. Remember Ben fucking McLemore? That way everybody wanted to have Ben McLemore. Yeah. Were you a Ben McLemore guy?
I don't even remember who was in that draft. What year was that? 2013?
2013. Nerlens Noel, Ben McLemore, Vic. It was the worst draft of all time, bro.
Giannis was in that draft. It was Anthony Bennett.
Top 5 ever.
Anthony Bennett, Victor Oladipo made all-star team, so it's not the worst thing in the world. Otto Porter. Hey, no, I was an Otto Porter Jr. guy.
You were Otto Porter Jr.?
I was an Otto Porter Jr. guy for sure.
There was something about this was 2013. I was in college. I was in high school, so I was not doing this for a living. I want y'all to understand this. So my logic was not as thorough. But I remember looking at Otto Porter in that goddamn Georgetown jersey. I was like, man, he looked boring as fuck. I don't want to draft him.
Okay, so if you looking at the best players from this draft,
is Giannis?
It's clearly Giannis. Giannis is clearly number 1. Yeah, it's Giannis and then CJ, to be honest with you.
No, that top 5 is gross.
It's 100%. I mean, no. I guess you would say it's Giannis and then Rudy Gobert. And then
Rudy was in that draft?
27.
Cody Zeller went 4th, y'all. Oh, was this Alex Lynn? Man. This was the Alex Lynn. Everybody wanted the Cavs to take Alex Lynn that year, too.
Yeah, they took Alex Lynn 5th.
Oh, gross.
KCP went 8th.
Michael Carter Williams won Rookie of the Year that year. Trey Bird, Youngstown. Was this the Napier year?
Oh, wait, hold on. Blast from the past. Legend in our era. Shabazz Muhammad.
Hold on.
Legend. 1 pick before Giannis. Man, legend.
Hey, we can't also sleep on Cleveland legend Sergei Karasev. Y'all remember him? Y'all remember going on 2K up at his 3-point sniper?
287 career points.
Hey, legend. Mason Plumlee. Gorgie Jang was solid. Gorgie
Hey,
Jang.
Tim Hardaway Jr. Tim Hardaway Jr. was solid. Bro,
There's a lot of guys who figured it out on their fourth team in this draft.
Hey man, what the fuck were the Cavs doing?
Bullshitting. Was this Chris Grant?
Like they by far picked the two worst players. A lot.
Shane Larkin.
Like it's not even close. Like it's not even close. They clearly took the two worst players in this first round.
Yeah, Anthony Bennett and Sergei Karasek.
They like easily, like even like they could have took.
Bro, thank God LeBron came back, man.
I was just about to say that, bro. Like Mike Muscala was better. He got taken in the second round. Like they easily took the worst fucking players they could have possibly taken. Like it's actually funny. They could have took fucking Raw Nito and been better. Oh man, what were they doing? Q, I can't hear you.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. Steven Adams. I remember Steven Adams because he had this goofy ass picture in the draft, and then like you just close your eyes and you woke up one day and you saw Steven Adams on the fucking Thunder. You're like, what's that guy? Like when did he turn into Aquaman? Like
man, it's like the Cavs literally could have picked like anybody else. It still would have worked out better. Oh man. Oh, that's hilarious. That is so funny.
Yeah, they did. Anthony Bennett might have been the worst player in that draft.
Victor Oladipo made 2 All-Star teams. Good for him.
What what's funny? So the 2 worst Vort players in that draft class. Ben McLemore is worse. Anthony Bennett's number 2.
Damn.
And that's what the pick came down to, by the way. I want people to understand. The big rumor was it was between Ben McLemore and Anthony Bennett. We were going to suck either way. At least we got a Bill Simmons meme out of it.
Man, hey, shout out to LeBron, dog.
Hey, LeBron really saved us.
Yo, he saved the Cavs, man.
Because the next year, I mean, like, look, it felt great at the time, but we took Andrew Wiggins.
I wonder, like, looking back at that draft, would that have been like I never even really looked back at that draft.
What, the 2014 one?
Yeah, I never really looked back at it, to be honest.
It was like Andrew Wiggins and Jabari Parker went 1 and 2. They were supposed to be Magic and Bird for this generation. It didn't happen.
Yeah, it didn't happen.
Well, Joel, Aaron Gordon, number 4. Blake Griffin.
That's not bad.
Coming out. I remember everybody was like, it's new Blake Griffin. Marcus Smart, Dante Exum 5.
Hey, Julius Randle, 7.
It was a solid draft. I remember people being excited because Marcus Smart, Julius Randle, and then Nick Stauskas, the Sacramento Kings did that. Noah Vonleh, there was so much hype about him. We're getting sidetracked. Zach LaVine's in that draft class. 2013 draft class is one of the worst drafts of all time. Some people could make the argument that 2000 was worse, but man, 2 of the players who went in the top 5 of that draft class were the worst in that class.
Hey, you know what? You know what's crazy? I always forget this. That the 2014 draft was the Jokic draft.
Oh, yeah, because I just looked at Vorp. And Jokic is 73.
Man, I think that's Joe. Could you imagine if the Cavs took Jokic instead of Joe Harris?
Let's be real. Jokic would not. Jokic and LeBron. That's not going to develop under LeBron. Like, you think LeBron? Let's give this ball to this Jokic.
Hey, you know what's crazy? Well, it's not really that crazy because he's missed so much time. But like Andrew Wiggins has more career points than Joel Embiid.
Joel, man. You know what's crazy? Everything they said about Joel Embiid pre-draft was correct. Good and bad. They were like, Joel Embiid could be Hakeem Olajuwon like. He has all of these skills. He has unlimited potential. Joel Embiid also has massive injury concerns. Yeah. Spot on, Jay Billis.
Spot on. Spot on.
Man, that is everything that he is. But yeah, let's continue on. But yeah, free agency this year, it's gonna be crazy.
Hey, no,
my goddamn CJ McCollum.
Somebody in my Slack. Nah, I can say it. JP was my Slack. Our Slack. He was like, "Hey man, who the fuck won this trade?"
Not the players involved. No, I would say that.
I was like, nobody. We all lost.
It's like Ash decided to do a trade with mid. That was the nastiest trade of all time, man. Like that shit was nasty. Imagine getting excited. You get that. You get that Woj alert. You a Cavs fan. You want the Cavs to trade Darius Garland, and then you open that shit up. You're like, ugh. Both these teams won't matter next year. But yeah, everybody lost. I agree with Ray Rags. Nobody's a winner in that scenario. But yeah, it's going to be a wild offseason. There's going to be a lot of movement. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on. And the reason it's going to be wild is, look, this is wide open right now. Oklahoma City is pretty good, but they did not look impenetrable during this playoff run, and most certainly during the NBA Finals. Right, we're talking about a Tyrese Haliburton injury away from maybe the Pacers pulling this one off. And Cole, this is another point from my theory. Every single series that goes 6 games or longer always has one thing that people blame the loss on.
Yeah. Yeah.
If this had happened, like, it would have been completely different.
I hear you. This one's probably legitimate.
No. Every series has one. My point isn't to say like, oh, there's always an excuse. My point is like, it's always gonna be that fucking close. Like when you're talking about a 7-game series, it could be fucking anything, dog, that cost you that series. Your best player got cramps in the middle, missed 20 minutes. They got a 20-point lead right at that time. Boom, you're fucked. Like it could literally, the margin of error in a 6-7 game series is just this small. That's why whenever a team gets to 6 or 7 games, it's always a toss-up who could have won that series because it could come down to anything. But yeah, this is another tip in the cap of every 6-7 game series has one point where fans are always going to be like, if that didn't happen, where would we be?
Mike not in here. He was like, hey man, your best player rupturing his Achilles in game 7 after he hit 3 threes in the first quarter. It looked like he was about to go off.
Whew.
And y'all losing. It's like, that's some Cleveland level heartbreak.
I was about to say that. Cole, I was like, this felt like
that's some Cleveland shit.
That was reserved for Cleveland. I was watching that. I'm like, so Donovan Mitchell would have definitely tore his Achilles in the NBA Finals if we would have made it. Cool, good to know. Like, great.
That's how like some shit that we talk about in horror for the rest of our lives.
That shit on the list. You know what I mean? That shit goes straight to the list. The drive, the shot, the pop, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Ooh, it's devastating. Absolutely devastating.
Bro, if I was a Pacers fan, you would be able to talk. We wouldn't have been able to do this podcast.
You know what's crazy? It's like the Pacers have been getting so much favorable outcomes, like so many good bounces, so many, like on top of playing really good basketball, but just like a lot was going Indy's way, right? Can they play the Cavs? Darius is he needs surgery for this fucking toe. Nobody anticipated that. We thought Darius was gonna be cool. Cavs beat the fuck out the Heat. We like, oh, Darius got a week off. He gonna be fine for that series. Turned out he broke his shit. Like his shit is fucked up. Okay, cool. No Darius. You could press the Cavs, do whatever you want there. It coincides with Donovan being banged up and also shooting 24% from three. Like, just so much. That last shot against New York in game one that completely changed the series, right? Like that
100%.
ball bouncing in. What the fuck? Like, that's not normal. But it happened. All the stuff that went down, all the goodwill that the Pacers had. And then it's like the bill came due in the most wild way possible, because it was just like all that shit that was going good and made you feel good turned into something that's going to make you feel bad for like the next year and a half.
You got to remember, they pulled off some crazy shit in game one of the finals too. In one game.
We were talking about devil magic and all of this, and it's like, it's crazy. For as much as we were joking about devil magic, this don't feel like no monkey paw tale to you.
It feels like the bill came due.
Yeah.
Worst possible time.
It felt like Tyrese Haliburton made a wish with the genie. I want to get to game 7 of the NBA finals, and then the genie pulled that bullshit once it came to game 7 of the NBA final. Don't it feel like that's the shit that happened?
Like it's some crazy shit. When you really look at it, really look at it from start to finish,
this truly feels like devil magic. Like, we joke all the time about devil magic, but this is the downside of devil magic, right? Like,
you usually think you're gonna get the title, and then something bad happens.
Yeah,
like,
nah, you weren't clear enough with your language, dog. Like,
it's like, no, we reserve stuff like that for like the Lakers and the Patriots.
Yeah, look, Tyrese, he went to that genie and he said, all I want to do is play in a game 7 in the NBA finals. And the genie said, bet, how does 3 minutes sound? Also, we're going to have an injury that debilitates you. It might debilitate your team to a point where you can never get back. And let's be real, hardest thing in the NBA to do is get back. Woo! Especially when you ain't win. It's hard as hell to get back.
You may never get back.
Look, man. Look.
Get back.
Ask Dallas. You remember they were here last year? Like,
you might never get back.
You are this close away from having the number 1 overall pick. You are never as far away from the number 1 overall pick as you think. And that goes to Cavs too. Hey, you make the wrong trade, you can fuck this up. Like, you can easily fuck this up. Hey, it's pressure. It's pressure time. We're going to really see what Kobe got, because, trading for Donovan Mitchell wasn't much pressure. Nobody expected the Cavs to do shit. But now, that motherfucker on a tightrope, because you fuck this up and you take a 60-win team and you make them worse when the NBA is wide open because you wanted to make a big swing and you missed. And let's be real, Cleveland fans are already dealing with the swing and miss of Deshaun Watson. Can we compound more on this?
Oh, yeah, man. And I was talking to somebody about this, too. I was like, man, the Cavs are in such a fucked up position because, like, they're so easy to – they're the easy target to shit on right now.
There's nothing they can do to make anybody happy right now. The only thing they can do to make somebody happy is get to the NBA Finals, and they can't do that shit for another 364 days.
Yeah, like your entire season, nobody's gonna give a shit about anything y'all do in the regular season now. Like, that's done. Like, that's over with. The only thing that's gonna matter is if y'all make the finals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's gonna be rough.
Yeah, let's be honest. We know what the situation is with the Browns. We just trying to see where we're gonna be picking next year, how bad it's gonna be, or like we there's no real expectations for this team right now. And the guards are cheap, and they're not gonna spend money, and they're just gonna be kind of mid this year. And everybody just accepts that because we know the owner's not going to spend any money.
You get like once in every 8 years where like everything lines up for the Guardians.
Yeah.
And then they like lose, but they give you hope.
Yeah, this is not one of them hope years. Yeah, it's like it's not one of the hopeful years.
No,
like we
last
just
year was the
riding it
year.
out.
You congratulations, Kobe. You jumped on. You got 8 more. You got 7 more years until happiness.
It's not too late for him to jump off. It's not too late for him to jump
No,
off.
I genuinely enjoy the sport of baseball.
Look, man.
I know I'm getting old.
Look,
But
it's somebody who jumped on with Coco Crisp and had to wait until Grady Sizemore for the Guardians to make anything shake in the playoffs again, just to see these motherfuckers trade CC. Okay, like, I was so mad. I was so mad we couldn't keep CC. I be seeing CC on TikTok now, and I just be mad every time I see him because we could have fucking kept CC, man. He wanted to stay. He liked it here. We let that man go.
There'd be a lot of athletes that like it here, and then we just let them go.
Cleveland was the place you live in. You like, oh, it's really not that bad, y'all. Like, but the ideal of it is not very appealing to some people. But the actual living in Cleveland, it's not bad.
Jonathan said the ace pitcher gets injured right before the playoffs. Blow a 3-1 lead in the World Series.
Right after the basketball team came back from 3-1.
Man. Listen.
That's when I knew the Guardians were going to blow that one when the Cavs came back. Well, the Cavs came back and then they got up 3-1, and I was like, yeah, we're definitely going to balance things out here, aren't we? It was the Cubs, too. I'm like, the Cubs had a similar drop to us. I'm like, yeah, this going to be the year, the 3-1 drought killer, right? Like, this going to be that. And I could just see it. And my dad was so hopeful that the Guardians were going to pull that one off. He was like, I've waited my whole life for this. And I'm just looking at him like, brother don't even know what's about to happen. Oh, no. Brother act like he ain't seen this movie before. I don't want to shit on his parade. Like, he actually feeling hope and optimism. So I just got to sit there, watch my dad's dreams get killed game by game. Oh, who was it? Was it that closer for the Cubs that year too?
Chapman.
Aroldis Chapman.
Yeah, Aroldis Chapman.
Just throwing heat.
102. 103. Fucking flamethrower every time.
No glove, nothing. Just real power off the mound. I was like, yeah, bro, it's over.
And with the game 7 went to overtime too. Extra innings. It hurt. That
my
one
brother
hurt.
had to give my dad his my brother had a newborn at that point, and he had to give the newborn to my dad to make sure he didn't break shit unless if the Guardians lost. Gotta make him think. Gotta make him think twice. Hold on, you got the baby in your head.
Hey man, that would have been history if the Cavs and the Guardians both won the same year. Oh man, we would have burned the city down, dog.
He's Oklahoma City. They wanted nothing to do with any of that out there in Oklahoma City.
I'm not gonna lie, that was like the tamest parade I've ever seen in my life.
Bro, they pulled the gun out immediately. I was like, damn, they don't usually do that.
Salute to the Thunder though. Salute to Caruso. He had the Laker ring. I was like, yeah, I fuck with that.
He's kind of like white Robert Ory. Like, he's always fucking there. He's
man,
always
2-time
relevant, man. Like, he just finds a way.
2-time, man. 2-time. Hey, what I thought was dope. What I thought was dope was what's his name? Not SGA, but the second best player on the team, Jalen Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Man, he had that Kobe shirt on. He had that Kobe shirt on at the parade. I was like, yeah, makes me feel good. Kobe disciples getting it done.
Yeah, until Jayson Tatum rises with all the Kobe quotes in the world, all the Kobe stories that he's going to be posting.
Hey, you see, Tyrese had he had the Kobe quote on Twitter when he posted about his Achilles surgery.
It's the injury starter pack. You get injured, you post the Kobe quote, everybody gets excited, right? Oh, he's gonna come back with fire. Okay, he's coming back from an Achilles knock. Like that is, if you are under 25 and you tear your Achilles, that is the absolute move, is to post the Kobe quote. And maybe the picture of you in the hospital gown, like after the surgery too, with the thumbs up. You know what I mean? One of those boys, one of those joints right there.
Hey, shout out.
People would have went to the like the post hospital pic, bitch, you should have killed me. Meme.
Nah, if that happens to any professional athlete I come into contact with, I'm gonna be like, hey, you gotta do this. You definitely gotta do the I live, bitch.
Gonna kill me.
Oh man, but hey, shout out Apache in the chat, because I remember when like our last pod was like right before the series got started, and he was like, I was like, I think the Thunder are gonna take care of him pretty easily, and then that shit went 7, and that shit, you was sweating that shit out.
I remember talking to Thunder fans about this, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we ain't y'all." I'm like, everybody says that before they play the Pacers this year. We ain't the Bucks, dog. We got this. Whoa, what the fuck is this?
He said, "I learned my lesson."
Yeah. Hey, look, this is how crazy it is. The Cavs lost to the Pacers. My friend calls me. By the way, he was pissed at your Chris Paul tweet. We was just talking. He was like, I saw somebody tweet Tyrese is better than Chris Paul, and it pissed me off. I'm like, wait, who said that? What tweet are you referring to? Cole went mainstream with his foolishness. But my homeboy's a Knicks fan. He calls me. He's telling me everything. He's like, hey, Q, the Knicks are gonna, the Pacers are gonna do this and that to you. I'm like, man, we ain't the Knicks. And then it happened to us. And then the Knicks played the Cavs of the Pacers. And then I'm like, hey, bro, you was right. It's definitely about to happen to y'all. He's like, nah, we not the Cavs. And then it happened to them. And I'm like, hey, bro, it's the Pacers, okay? It's not these other teams' fault. It is the Pacers that are doing this to you. And yeah, man, look, got to 7 games. And look, I was saying, if Tyrese was healthy, game 7, way the Pacers been playing in those moments, I think the Pacers win it. But hey, it wasn't in the cards.
Hey man, it was just so much went wrong for the Pacers once they lost. Like they just kept turning the ball over and over again. And they had these stretches where they just straight up could not score, bro. Like they just couldn't score. And I feel like if Tyrese was out there, especially with the way he came out, like to start the game, I feel like they wouldn't have had as many lulls offensively. And I think the ball would have moved a little bit better too. But we'll never know. Never know.
Yep. That brings me to one thing here. And Curtis, I want you to stay on because I know you watch too. I got some WNBA hot takes I want to get off right now.
Okay.
These are basketball related. I'm not about to become Dave fucking Portnoy over here.
I hope not. I hope that would be a real heel turn. You going that route.
You're like, damn, he just sold out for the bag. No, I'm not going to do that. We gonna talk about the Fever being a massive disappointment yet? They're 6-7. They made all these trades in the offseason. They're not good.
They can't guard anybody.
They can't guard anyone. And I watched Caitlin against the Aces on Sunday. It was me and my dad because, I hang out with dad sometimes, like usually more times than not. And we're watching the game, and I say to him, like, Caitlin has looked awful. He says, yeah, ain't the first time I've seen her play like this. I'm like, wait, what you mean? He's like, oh, I watched some games. He was like stroking his beard like this. She was like, okay, all right.
Hey, you get an elder to start. I'm just saying, she be looking like this a lot. Like, there's some inconsistency. the three ball for Caitlin has not dropped as cleanly as people thought it was going to be coming from Iowa. Like, that's like a huge part of it. She's not as efficient from three in her, 1.5 years in the WNBA as people would expect. And Caitlin's a really good player, but people are talking about her being an MVP favorite. This ain't MVP favorite basketball right now. This ain't even close to it. That's a team I look at, I'm like, they're gonna have to make a trade. They gotta do something. Right.
You know the funniest thing they could do?
What? Trade for Angel Reese?
Yes.
It would fit.
It would fit perfectly too.
you imagine that fan base having to reconcile?
Both fan bases.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They need a peace mediator. Okay, like
I kind of want to tweet that just to see what happens. I'm like, hey man,
Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, they're gonna have to put that shit front court. Shake hands. Okay.
I'm like, hey.
Honestly, it would be worse between the two fan bases because it's one thing when you don't like another fan base, but you don't got to interact with them. But when you play them, man, you on the same fucking team and y'all can't stand each other. We have seen situations like that in the world where it does not work out for those folks, and like that's not a good spot, man. Like every time Angel Reese yells at the bench, was she yelling at Caitlin? It's gonna be a fucking cold war on that fan base every time.
I hear you.
Something like that would be NBA 2K My Career scenario. Now I can just imagine it right now.
I got 2 points.
Because I don't think they would become best friends.
I don't think they'll become best friends either, but I have 2 points on this. One, I actually think that Caitlin and Angel together would be like a perfect basketball fit.
No,
like taking the personalities out of it, it would be a perfect basketball fit.
I'm not saying that they would be these two players, but the dynamic would be similar when it comes to their popularity and how the fan base would kind of ripple itself. It kind of be like Kobe and Shaq.
It kind of would be. And I actually think they could bring out the best in each other as players.
Mm-hmm. Like they would have a couple of years, like Angel Reese in like 2 years when she's like strong enough to play the way she wants to, probably going to be like a 15 and 15 monster, like machine. She got like 20 rebounds when we played them Atlanta, which by the way, I got to talk about my dream in a second, but she got like 20 rebounds and like she's really good at the rebound stuff. I know people kind of mean because she gets a lot of her own rebounds, but that shit's tough. Like it's not easy to get your own rebound. So yeah, it's like that would be a good fit. Pick and roll. Angel can bring the ball up too, right? Like
but really, what Angel needs is somebody who can create shots for her. Like and Caitlin, if she played with Caitlin, like it would be so much easier for her to score.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like the Sky. They don't have anyone that can create offensively, and their guards are just bad. I didn't think it was that bad until I watched them. Like, oh yeah, it is.
Like
bad.
if I was the Fever, I would seriously like consider. And then here's my second point: if you put Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark on the same team, everybody's going to watch every single game they play. Everybody.
It's gonna be like everybody will watch, but I want people to understand we're not gonna enjoy this. like this is gonna be one of those things where ESPN is gonna constantly keep up and we're fucking annoyed about it the whole time. Because they're gonna be a very tumultuous like 500 team that first year. Like they got some shit to figure out between the two of them. But I want to make this point because I've been watching the W long enough now to where I am a certified hater of a couple of people in the W. And one of those people is Tanisha Wright, former head coach of the Atlanta Dream. Now, I would just like to point this out. The Atlanta Dream won 15 fucking games last year. We won 10 already after we fired Tanisha Wright. And I just also would like to point out, where's Tanisha Wright coaching right now? She's an assistant coach with the Chicago Sky. Yeah, you talking about that guard play looks awful, Cole. I know what they're going through. Tanisha Wright's offense, dog. There would be times where Tanisha Wright would be like, all right, man, just stand still on offense. We ran one pick and roll last year. I'm not even being hyperbolic about it. She refused to run pick and roll. We had Ryan Howard, and we didn't run no pick and rolls. Does that make any sense?
No.
We ran no pick and rolls. No pick and rolls. Absolutely not. We had Tina Charles and Ryan Howard. We didn't run no goddamn pick and roll. Yeah, so I know why they stink. They need to find. I don't want to run her out the league and nothing like that. But like, I mean, it's a hell of a track record. The Dream lose her, and all of a sudden they start living up to the potential. Which, by the way, Atlanta Dream 10-win team, 10-4. Alicia Gray. We need to start talking about her in the MVP race because she's the best player on the team, super dependable, leading the league in 3-point percentage at some point. Just certified hooper, Alicia Gray. We need to pump that up. And Angel Wilson. Everybody in South Carolina like Atlanta. Your homegirl, Alicia Gray, she in Atlanta. Tahina Pow, another South Carolina Gamecock legend. Out here in Atlanta, just finish the trio. You're a free agent next season. Come to Atlanta, make the dream happen. Because I think we could get Asia next year. I don't know if we can afford her, but we can make it happen. I think we can make the case. Because the Las Vegas Aces, it's over, dog.
Oh yeah, it's over.
It's over. That is a crumbling dynasty.
It's over.
Looks rough. Very rough.
They had a great run. Though.
Amazing run. But hey, Sabrina and Stewie killed that shit. Dead. Like, it's over. They lost that series to the Liberty. They made all them panic moves, traded for Jewel Lloyd. It looks cooked city. By the way,
had a good run.
Hey, had a great run.
Will be remembered.
Time for chapter 2, Asia. And Atlanta seems like a perfect place to do chapter 2. I'm just saying. Don't go to the fucking Sparks. Okay? Like, they don't need another great player. Like, no.
What's wrong with the Sparks?
Everybody go to the Sparks, dog. Like, every top 15 WNBA player has played for the fucking Sparks. We don't need more. Okay? You could be the best player in dream history. Day one. We ain't never had no MVP. Like, day one. Make it happen. By the way, the Valkyrie, the Golden State Valkyries are going to become a real problem for the league in like a couple of years because they're going to have money. Okay. I was watching them play the Connecticut Sun, and that stadium was sold out. And I was thinking to myself, wow, I didn't know San Francisco would be a great market for the WNBA. Then I thought about it for more than 10 minutes, and I was like, actually, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, they're going to be good.
And they're worth $500 million already. Like,
really?
Yes. They are the most valued WNBA team in the league.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. $500 million already. They're going to be able to spend fuck you money. Okay. Oh my God.
I hope you paid attention, Dan Gilbert. Hope you paid attention.
It's about to get crazy. And look, that's the thing that I'm excited about. This shit's going to go crazy this next offseason because the collective bargaining agreement ends, and a lot of, like, I think 70% of the league's contracts are meant to end on this CBA so that they can re-up with the new one. So you remember 2016 in the NBA? It's about to be that on steroids in the W. I'm talking about everybody about to be up for grabs. Like,
I wonder if they're going to play. I wonder if they're going to have to play more games now.
Probably. Oh, absolutely. Going to have to play more games. They could absolutely stand to play more games because, like, there's like a 9-day break sometimes between your team's games and the W. And I'm like, that's a bit much. Like, I don't need it every other day like the NBA, but, like, you know, every 5 days.
I feel like less of, because I know, like, there's a lot of female basketball players who go play in other leagues, like between the W seasons.
Yes.
Hopefully they won't have to do that anymore if they don't want to.
And the money get good. Well, it's like the stars will definitely not have to do that soon. But, you know, your rank and files, right? Your role players probably makes sense to get that extra bag. But they might be able to do it domestically now with Unrivaled, right? That's the hope, is that they don't have to go across the way. it's going to kill a lot of the fun content around women's basketball, which is like you can get a one-on-one tournament with all the best players in the W in the summer, in the fall for like no reason whatsoever, just because like you can run that league. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of moves that happen in the W this upcoming season. And if I'm the Indiana Fever, you better get a jump on the dog, because y'all need to make some fucking moves, because I don't think enough people talk about how just disappointing that squad is right now. Like they got DeWanna Bonner shooting fucking 7 shots. She was an MVP candidate last year. She got 7 points right now on average.
For real?
Yeah. Bro, she played like she shoots. She's her shot attempts a shot or slash and a half. They don't know what to fucking do. They need to trade. They probably got to trade Kelsey Mitchell, even though she's playing better than DeWanna, or you just got to trade DeWanna Bonner, which would
I think you Bonner took a leave or something, because she's not playing today apparently.
She's been in and out the lineup, but when she's been in, she's been ineffective.
DeWanna's 37?
Yeah, that's another thing. She was on them Diana Taurasi dynasty runs. She might go back to Phoenix, because Alyssa
That's
Thomas.
one of those things. That's one of those things about the W. Like they can play for a long time, dog. They can play for a long time.
Well, like if their careers go 20 years, they played like 4 years in college on top of that too.
Yeah.
So like it advances, like in the NBA, to get to her level of experience, she would probably be what, 35, 34?
Something like that.
Yeah. So it's just tough. But yeah, I don't know what to do. She was an MVP candidate last year at 36. So like there's somebody who could use her. It ain't there. I think Phoenix is a little bit of a sleeping giant, because I don't think they got Kalea Copper yet back from injury, and they're still very good. And then we got to talk about the Lynx. Y'all watch any of the Lynx? They don't put them on national TV.
Nafisa Collier.
They are disgustingly good, Cole. I don't know how this always happens with the Minnesota Lynx, where like they have these amazing teams that nobody wants to give press to. But I watched them, I was like, they are disgusting, dog. Like they've lost 1 game all season. The 1 game they lost, it was kind of on some bullshit in Seattle. Here's how good the fucking Lynx are. The Seattle Storm beat the Lynx, and one of the players cried after the game, because like that was like, it was that tough. Like, yeah, it was like they
won. It that serious.
That's how good they are. Like you watch them, you're like, oh, they were having a bad night that night. Like disgusting. They're like, you remember how the Spurs in the Game of Thrones Bleacher Report parody used to be like the ice monsters, whatever they call it in Game of Thrones, the ice giants. I'm butchering.
Talking about the Ice King.
Yes. So they were like zombies, just destroying everything in their path. That is what the Lynx are. Like Nafisa Collier is like truly the MVP this year. I don't know how she doesn't get it. But just disgusting on the defensive end, pretty good bag on the offensive side. It's nasty. And then the Liberty are also just disgustingly good. Like,
I definitely butchered the thing for the Game of Thrones. It's White Walkers for sure.
White Walkers,
yes. And the Night King. Yeah.
They are the White Walkers of the W. They're just fucking terrified. They come out of nowhere, and you're like, oh yeah, we play the Lynx. Oh my god! Like, don't let Courtney Williams get hot. Like, don't let TP get hot. Like, it's disgusting what they got. Teaspoon get hot. And in the Liberty, they added Natasha Cloud. Mm-hmm. And they didn't need anything. They won the fucking championship last year, but Natasha Cloud is exactly what they needed. And it's just unfair. We need more roster spots in the W, so this shit doesn't happen. Okay.
I feel like that's coming though with the new CBA. Like I feel like there's gonna be more players and just like
they're adding a bunch of teams. They need to add more. They do need to add more teams because there's just so much talent that just like so many players you're seeing that like they might get waived and they're putting up like 13, 14. Like they can clearly play. And it's tough because there's only so many teams. So they need to add teams and they need to add spots because these last two draft classes have just added a ton of talent to the league. Like insane levels, right? We talk about Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese all the time, Camila Cardoso. Cam Brink ain't even back yet from injury. When she comes back, that's gonna go crazy, right? She was getting Defensive Player of the Year conversation. Rakia Jackson. And you're looking at this year's draft class, literally everybody Washington drafted is good. Sonia, Kiki, how do you say her last name? Kiki Affarin?
I think so.
I think that's how you say it.
But balling, put up 20 in her first like month in the W on average. And then the Dream got to Tina Pow in the second round, and I am so thankful for that, bro. She is good. Like, she is one of our best players.
It's like, I am so grateful.
I was excited when she fell in the draft, when she fell to Atlanta, because I was like, man, we definitely need a Tahina Pow because she's such a great shooter at South Carolina. She's better than I imagined. Like, I'm like, oh, she could hoop. Like, yo, thank you. I don't know how like every team fucked that up, but I appreciate y'all fuck it up because we needed that bad. But yeah, it's a lot of talent and not enough spots, and you can only add but so many teams a year. Then you add some roster spots as well. Definitely do. But it also leads to some situations where like a team like the Liberty can get insanely stacked because these players have to be let go. Like, it's like, what the fuck, man? Now, I think Jonquel Jones went down, which is going to be big for them. Well, I don't know, man. Like, I'm a big Dream fan. I believe in my dream, but we not beating the Lynx in those 7-game series. Like,
oh man!
But the Fever, smell like a first round exit. I want the Fever in the first round, and I don't want to do this again with another fucking Indiana team, but they're gonna get smacked in the first round if they keep their roster as oriented because they can't stop anybody, and their bigs, they got problems on that side.
They also lack an enforcer because I think it was last Tuesday. I think it was last Tuesday because Caitlin and JC Sheldon were going at it. Like Caitlin was talking that cash money shit to her. I'm like, ooh, this seems a little bit personal. So it seems like a little bit personal. That's a little bit personal. So I went to movies afterwards. Not like afterwards, but like while the game was going on. And I checked it midway. I'm like, wait, they got into a fight? The Fever and the Sun got into a fight? I'm like, what happened? So I'm like looking at it, I'm like, that explains it. But then people are saying, oh, Caitlin needs to the Fever need to protect Caitlin better. I'm like, yeah, they do. And they need to get an enforcer because Caitlin, she's getting literally bullied. And she has to at least stand up for herself. But the Fever lack that enforcer type on their team. I don't know who is enforcing the WNBA.
Natasha Howard, right?
I think so. I'm not sure, but
hey man, I told y'all who they need to go get to solve all your problems immediately. Solve all your problems.
Angel Reese. You think Angel Reese crashing out for Caitlin will be like
that would be something.
Like
telling you, bro,
to save Randy Orton. Like, what the fuck? Like,
go get Angel and watch how everything turn around. You say they need an enforcer, they need somebody who can guard, they need somebody to get on the boards.
Angel for the fuck of it.
I'm telling you, bro. You go get Angel.
Angel Reese got in the fight with Tina Charles and then dapped her up after the game. And I'm like, see, she understands what she does on this court. Like a real fight. Like they was grabbing each other about to swing and then hugged it out. I'm like, okay, Angel Reese does this for real. Like,
I'm telling you, go get her, put her with Caitlin. And just go win a couple titles. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, it's gonna go their separate ways. Eventually,
no, you know what? You
gotta capitalize on it.
They get the titles together, and then the breakup. Oh, you got generational rivalry fuel right there, right? Because now it's deeper. Now it's sisterhood, right? Like now it's all this other shit that you throw in when you win a championship with somebody. I see your vision, Cole. I see your vision. You need to rig that one up. Call the script writers on that.
Listen, man, me and Adam Silver, we could do business.
Here's another aspect of this, and I'm not saying Caitlin Clark, this is a aspersion on her personality at all or trying to make any inferences, but the energy around her creates a situation to where some people who might be inclined to enforce might not want to become involved in all of that. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't trying to be in the think piece, girl. Like, you know what I mean? Like, is that kind of shit around her? Or you're not trying to be a fan favorite of certain types of people who have made Caitlin Clark championing their whole personality for more nefarious reasons, right? You know what I mean? Because, like, Paige Beckers doesn't seem to have this problem.
Not at all.
The whole Wings team willing to crash out for Paige. Like, I've seen people on the team that Paige is playing willing to crash out for Paige. Like, Marina Mayberry was like, that wasn't a foul to the ref when they called it. Marina was playing against her. Like,
yeah, everybody loves Paige. It's kind of funny.
No, it's like it's the pure opposite of what Caitlin Clark went through her first year, where it's like, oh, it's lonely and then, people don't like you and all this stuff. And then Paige is having the fucking time of her life. It is like she has always been supposed to be in the W. Like, you saw her, there was about to be a fight at half court and she de-escalated it by joking. I'm like, oh, okay. She fit like a glove. Like, there was no adjustment period. Announced the relationship with the homegirl from college. She having a great ass time. That team got one win. She doing fine. Like,
oh shit!
It was like, what's going on, Paige, with this team being 111? She's like, real shit. Everybody be shooting 40% against us that don't ever shoot 40% against us. And I'm like, that's some real shit. Like,
hey, she be hooping too. I'm not even gonna lie.
She's like 27 at one point.
She be hooping.
Well, she's like one of the best rookies to ever play, but her team is so bad around her. And yeah, Enrique gonna have to get traded. They gonna have to make some moves out there in Dallas.
Oh yeah, they gonna have to do something. They gonna have to do something about that.
Yeah, Enrique gonna have to go. She plays no defense. Like,
you said she plays no defense.
She plays negative defense,
She's
bro.
over there. She over there just chucking the fucking ball. She's just over there chucking the fucking ball.
She creates fast breaks and she doesn't defend them. Like, that's the thing that's crazy. Like, you can't shoot from the fucking logo and not want to defend on a fast break that you create. And like, she defends like how people swear Darius Garland defends. like there is no effort there whatsoever to do anything defensively at times. It is egregious. Like, it is truly, it's like the Luka lowlights, but more often. So yeah, they got to do something there with Enrique. Probably got to move her, but I don't know if you do it now or you want to wait to the draft, because you could pair Paige up and get Kiki, right? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, get AZ next year. You know what I mean? Like, I think Paige is looking at this like, you know what? I might not mind being terrible this year. Like,
it's all about long term. You know what I'm saying? It's all about long term.
She trying to build it right out there in Dallas, right? And if you Dallas, you don't want her to leave because she's clearly cold.
Hey, CJ just tweeted the funniest shit in the world, dog.
What?
He said the funniest tweet I've seen today is that I'm going to get blamed for the tariffs now.
They gonna blame CJ for the tariffs.
They blaming CJ for everything, dog. Oh shit.
Oh man. But yeah. All right. Let's see what else do I have in the docket for today.
We gonna talk about the Browns.
Let's hit on them real quick, because I've had my fill of talking about Shedeur speeding. Like, I've had my arguments with people about speeding on the internet. I'm over it at this point, right? Just don't do it again, right? Like, just chill out. You want to be a franchise quarterback, you got to take care of your body on and off the field. That's not part of taking care of your body on and off the field. But with when it comes to the Browns, it's more of a conversation. Like, what do you want to talk about? Like, what our hopes are to see in camp?
Yeah, I guess we should. We should talk about what we want to see in camp. There's not like a ton to talk about, like right now at this
really
point in the year.
And I would argue that's a good thing.
Why would you argue that's a good thing?
When have we had a lot to talk about in June?
Not much to talk about in June.
Well, I'm saying
there isn't much.
There has been a couple of times where we've had a lot to talk about in June. It ain't never
all
been
bad,
good.
all bad things. All bad things.
It ain't never been good. So like, you know,
hey, you know, can we talk about that TMZ headline that almost scared everybody half to death?
Oh my god, that bullshit they pulled with Miles.
Yeah.
I
Miles'
fell on my knees in
girlfriend.
my job seeing that. I was fell on my
Miles'
knees in my
girlfriend
job.
beat girlfriend in a cute race. That's a lot.
I had multiple reactions to that headline because first it sounded like that, and then there was another part of that. If you know, you were like, "What? Oh, yeah." But it was all time wild, irresponsible headlining right there by TMZ.
I was like, oh my god, I was about to give up, though. About to give up right there.
I'll let go, bro. If Miles did something like that, that would truly move the team at that point, man. Change
for real. Just move the team. Just
like I don't know why people are. Here's my thing: people are arguing about the stadium too. I would like to open people up to the idea that the Browns have been playing on cursed land for the last 100 years. And I'm open to playing somewhere fucking else, dog. like we've been arguing that part of that land near the lake has been cursed, right? That's been the argument. We've been playing on cursed ground. Okay, let's move. We don't want to do that. Okay, bro. What the fuck do we want to do? I'm fine playing in that garbage field that they about to fix up across from the airport because nah, can't deal with it no more.
Yeah, man, it's over with.
Iceman says, y'all see Sanders' little boy comments on speeding?
No,
I don't really care too much about that.
Oh, can we talk about that one tweet, Clevelandology's tweet? You want to introduce this topic, Curtis?
Yeah, so after, the Cavs had their little playoff run, and, Darius Garland missed game 2 and everybody was upset about it. Of course, people were, calling Darius soft. Oh, if I was Darius, I would have played through it because, we need to show off some toughness. I'm like, oh my God, shut the hell up about the damn toughness. I'm so over it. Like, it's a constant talking point. So, yeah, I'm going to like exactly
the toilet doing this with their phone, dog.
Like after Haliburton post that long tweet on Twitter after he got the Achilles surgery, fucking Cleology said, "Ain't a Cav on this roster that would do anything like this for our city." What a message! What a warrior, brother!
It's kind of crazy because Donovan Mitchell literally did this.
Hey, Darius had a broken. He basically had a broken foot.
He's gonna be out till November. His season, if he had that injury during the regular season, he would have been out for the playoffs.
Play through it
he played through a season-ending injury, and people are like, "Oh, he's not tough," right? Donovan Mitchell. I don't know how anybody is watching Donovan Mitchell put his life on the line. It felt like he was putting his life on the line versus the Pacers, trying to will us to something and be like, "Ah, man, nobody wants to play through it." Like, damn, what do you got to do? Get stabbed and get 40?
You gotta get shot.
They are.
That's what they gotta be.
Get shot 9 times and then drop 80.
Like they are easy to pick on right now. They're easy to pick on, and it's unfortunate, but it is what it is.
And this goes into what I was saying earlier about this, where people were like, "Oh man, how could the Cavs didn't tell us the injury was this severe?" I'm like, the Cavs have nothing to do with how you reacted to this injury, because you didn't think it was a serious injury because it was Darius Garland, and you were inclined to believe that Darius is not as seriously injured as he is, despite the fact that this man is the one dude on the roster that has played through multiple serious injuries.
And people question his toughness, which I really don't understand. But
yeah, it's like, I don't think people conflate these two things, because one thing is true about the Cavs, the other one is not. Are the Cavs tough? They're tough. They're fine, right? Are the Cavs physically imposing? Hell no, right? But since they're not very physically imposing, since they don't move people in the way that we associate with toughness, since they're undersized, people go, they're not tough. They're tough. It's just, you're small. Other teams are bigger. At some point, physics wins. Like, and that's kind of the Cavs' issue. Like, Darius plays through injuries, does all. When Darius be out there on the perimeter having to guard Jayson Tatum, he be defensing his ass off, right? He be hands, shuffling feet. He be trying. He's just 6'2". Like, there's only so much he can do.
yeah, then he put out another tweet, because it's another tweet he responded to. And he said, well, it isn't just this year. It's the Knicks series and the Boston series, now the Indy series. Even that Orlando series was an absolute grind. It's no secret we've been bullied by more physical teams. That's what the animosity towards this group is at an all-time high. And I'm like, I disagree with the Celtics series. It's because they were just overmatched in that series.
Donovan got
They
hurt.
were ever beating the Celtics last year.
They weren't beating the Celtics. It was
Donovan
like
got hurt and Jared was out. And, you know, Jared was out in the Magic series before that too.
Yeah, Evan missed a game too.
I
don't think Evan didn't miss a game in the Magic series, but Evan sprained his ankle in the Magic series. He had a bad game and he bounced back and played through it.
By the way, we ain't even talking about Evan getting 60 on a sprained ankle. like 60 from the floor on sprained ankles. We're like, oh, he's not tough. Nah, he's plenty tough. The problem with Evan is that he's not big. And look, even in that guy's tweet, he doesn't understand what he's conflating there and what the mistake is that he's making. Toughness is not that you could be real tough, but if you fight Brock Lesnar, you're going to get your ass beat. Just because Brock Lesnar beat you up, or whichever, who we want to throw there, prime Mike Tyson.
What about Braun Breaker? Braun Breaker works.
He's an actual fighter for these purposes.
Watching too much fucking WWE. You talking about some Braun Breaker? Hey man, Braun Breaker been hooping lately. He just
wanted to talk about Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker. That's all it was.
Hey man,
got a Braun Breaker hoodie in there somewhere.
No, I don't.
This motherfucker like Braun Breaker.
Hey man, certified hooper.
Been thinking about it all show. How can
Braun Tom John over here, boy?
How can I work a Braun Breaker topic in here?
Oh, don't worry about it. I was gonna find a way.
WWE Steve and this motherfucker. All right. But where was I at? You done threw me the fuck off. Oh, Mike Tyson. There's a lot of tough dudes that got knocked out by Mike, right? Just because you get knocked out by Mike's a bad example because he was short. He was small.
You want to use Muhammad Ali because he's bigger?
Fuck it, Muhammad Ali. Right? Like, point is, you can lose a physical contest because you're just not big enough, and it not be because you're not tough. And a lot of us know this because, some of us, I know how Cleveland is. A lot of us have chips on our shoulder, and some of us ain't above 5'8" and got that chip on your shoulder, and you find out there are just limitations. Okay. Want to ain't got everything to do about it. Right? I've lived it as a short person with a chip on their shoulder. Hey, sometimes Y2 ain't got nothing to do with it. And you just lose a battle because that man giant. Okay, is what it is.
There are weight classes for a reason.
Yes. Dog, there's even weight classes in WWE. Let's be real. That shit matters, right? Someone said Q height league. I've told y'all I'm short. I've been telling people that because people think I'm 6'3", and I'm tired of people running up to me like, I thought you would be taller. Like, no, I'm short, bro. All right, but you can lose a physical battle and it not be because of your toughness. And that's what the Cavs are up against. Are they tough? Yes. Are they able to win these physical battles? No. It's not because they're not tough. It's they're not physically imposing. They're not a big unit. Jarrett Allen's game is not strength. Evan Mobley's game is not strength. Like, who on the Cavs, their bag is how strong they are. Maybe Donovan Mitchell. Maybe. And it's not like he's Jalen Brunson. Like, where Jalen Brunson just shoulder stab you for like 10 minutes on the block. Like, this is not the Cavs' bag. They're not a super physical team. That's not how they got the 16 wins. And you can't conflate that with softness because they're not soft. They play through injuries. They play through Jarrett Allen. And look, there's a bigger argument for Jarrett Allen probably making more business decisions than I would like of all the Cavs. But even he played through a broken rib.
For a little bit.
Yeah. Until he decided, like, I ain't doing this shit no more. And I respect that decision, right? Like, there's also a whole nother layer, like, are we entitled to these athletes' bodies, like, in the way that we just be talking about it? Like, we be like, he better play through this game. Like, what the fuck? Like, you ain't the one hurt right now. And it's hilarious to me that people feel so comfortable judging toughness, so comfortable judging what people should play through. Have you motherfuckers call off work when you have the flu?
When you have a cold.
Yeah, you get the sniffles. You out. You asking your wife to do everything for you. Can you go to the store and you out here talking about, oh man, Darius Garland played through a fucked up toe? Like, anybody who wants to call Darius Garland soft for not playing through a season-ending injury, I want you to stand under a hydraulic press, have that fuck up your big toe, and then see how much you do in life after that. Like, real talk. Like, we just be real comfortable talking about people's toughness.
Hey, I definitely be calling that I'm sick.
That's what nobody tells us.
I'm like, oh no, it's not happening.
One migraine will take half you motherfuckers out. Okay. And y'all talking about playing through all these injuries. Stop it. Your back wake up and it feel a little fucked up. You might call off work. Okay. Like, let's be real. And I'm not talking to, I'm primarily talking to people who talk big shit on Twitter. Right? Like, those are the people I'm less inclined to believe actually would work through toughness, because there are a lot of people in the workforce through no choice of their own because of the economic landscape of the world who do have to work through debilitating injuries day by day for much less reward. Those people aren't tweeting on Twitter at fucking noon. Okay? Like, those aren't the same group of people. This is the 20-year steel worker vet who's lost 2 fingers ain't fucking tweeting, dog. Like, that guy not on Twitter. Okay? I'll listen to that guy talk about fucking toughness, right? I'm not listening to the dude who tweets like, oh, that's what you do. You tweet. Like, nah, get the fuck out of my face. You're not talking to me about toughness. Are you serious?
That's what you do. You tweet. That's what you do, bro.
Like, hey, I'm not about to be sitting on here as a certified, I'm about to cuss, as a certified internet personality. Right? I make my living on the internet. I'm not about to sit here and be like, oh man, he's not tough. I wake up every day, walk to my other room, and record videos for a living. I don't fucking know what people fight through to do this. Like, nah. People get too comfortable talking about toughness, especially when it comes to people whose bodies are not there. Like, it's not your body. Because you be mad as hell. You fucked up your knee and your boss like, oh, you must work. You like, what? I can't walk. It's game 7. Like, nah, dog. Like, they don't work that way. Let's see. The people on Twitter, this is from Soul Train, who's a sick man, by the way, Cole. Soul Train is a sick man.
Why you say Soul Train a sick man? What's wrong with Soul Train?
I was literally arguing with Chops about that whole thing. Having that. And by the way, I'm sick for arguing with Chops at 12 in the morning, at fucking midnight about this shit too. So I admit I'm part of the problem here as well. But Soul Train gonna hit me up in the middle of that argument. Hey, Q, you think we should package Isaac Okoro in a second round pick to get some dudes I never heard of for backup big depth?
It's funny enough. Hey, funny enough.
It was a good trade proposal. I was like, you're sick. Okay.
Listen, this is what the Cavs have reduced their fan base to. What can we get for Isaac Okoro in the second round? To push us over the edge.
I was like, Soul Train, you a sick man.
That is a man who was dedicated and trying to improve his basketball team.
I'm like, get that man in the front office, dog. He is working to fix the problem.
Funny enough, I did hear, no sources, but did hear Okoro and D Wade not gonna be on the roster.
Yeah, it's over for D Wade for sure.
In 48 hours, I think their time is.
I was talking about this with Tony because we were like, man, you're gonna give up D Wade shooting if you bring in like a Ben Simmons, and I'm like, bro, they both do the same fucking thing in the playoffs. Like, they both don't shoot. But Soul Train says people on Twitter would call Q or Cole a clown, but if IRL would shake their hands and say they enjoy their content, that happens so much. Like,
no, funny story. So shout out my dog Wes, because when I first met him, he was like, Cole, I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I used to have an old account and I used to like try to go at you on Twitter all the time. I was like, for real? He was like, yeah, dog. And then like I had a new account and like we were in the chat together and we were just like, I was like, hey man, like you actually pretty cool. I'm like, it's like, and now we over here drinking together. I was like, yeah, no, it's just Twitter. Like, it's not even half the shit I say on there. I don't even be serious.
We know.
Half the shit I say, I just be trying to get reactions out of people.
There's so many times I've had these interactions with people and I love your stuff. Or like somebody will say something wildly disrespectful to you and you like, what the fuck did you just say to me? And they're like, oh, no disrespect. I love the stuff. And I'm like, I don't ever need to respond to comments like that because I think people just doing it because they want you to interact with them. And I'm like, let me interact to the people being nice to me.
Bro, I put out plenty of tweets for you to interact with, man. Just know that I'm not being serious. So that's your time to get these jokes off and not be serious.
You know, and I blame Cole for some of this because Cole makes it a point to do stuff that he knows gonna piss me off during the show, and then I react to it. And everybody's like, oh, I'm gonna do what Cole do. I know Cove. I met Cove in real life. Like, Cove do that shit to me. I was like, all right, he just fucking around. If you, random Twitter account, do that to me in real life, we are not friends.
Bro, I'll send
you immediately.
I'll send Q a tweet. I'll send Q a tweet in our chat just to piss him off randomly throughout the day.
I remember when you said that bullshit about Bo Nix. I'm like, this man a op, bro. Like, I know he was laughing his ass off when he fucking said that shit too.
I was like, look at Bo Nix cooking.
I got so mad. I asked Cole, do you even like Bo Nix?
That's not
you even arguing for Bo Nix?
That's not the point. Now, is it? That's not the point.
That's not what I'm saying. Dog, why are you even saying any of this?
Oh man, easiest way to get Q to react is to just call him a hater,
bruh. Cole is definitely like, if Cole was an athlete, he'd definitely be the overclapper on the field. He definitely just get your ear. Yeah. I'm trying to see some shit shake. Starting rumors.
Hey, I'm definitely getting that extra 15 yards. Let me tell you.
Yeah. I can just see him now with the mouthpiece dangling because he always talking shit. He ain't never got the shit in his mouth. Like,
oh,
and they think you're not like that. Who said I'm not like that? No, I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, bro. That's what they saying.
I ain't saying. Oh, okay. Okay. All right, man. Like,
Right. Saying, I'm joking.
No.
I'm joking, Noah.
Crazy.
That Joakim Noah gift is my favorite gift with Chris Bosh and Mario Chalmers was arguing. He was just like,
yeah.
that's my favorite gift ever, dog.
You know what's my favorite tweet? Is the one tweet template where it's like, I live for hate. I wake up every day and think to myself, how can I hate somebody even more? And I want y'all to know that is Dabo every day he wakes up thinking about Darius Garland every moment. He just wake up, look in the mirror. Am I hating hard enough?
Oh man, Twitter is supposed to be for fucking around and joking and having a good time. And people are you're just way too serious on the timeline now, man. It wasn't always like this. It wasn't always like this.
Because like we're old enough to where we used Twitter when it first came out, and that is absolutely what Twitter was basically like a group chat that you could use on the internet. It was like how it was used at first. You just fucking around, doing all this, doing question prompts and shit. Like, just kind of like fucking around saying goofy shit, knowing that nobody ever gonna check your old tweets. And then it became a professional platform for some people. And that's when the fun got taken away. Like old days of Twitter, Rihanna could just crash out on somebody. It wouldn't even be news.
Like, oh, there goes Rihanna.
Rihanna crashed out again. Damn. Now everything's fucking news on Twitter. Then you're dealing with also the Elon Musk of it all. Yes, it's not the game I love anymore.
Man, ruined the once great platform.
Like you used to be able to troll on Twitter, and most people would get the joke.
Most people would just start trolling with you, bro. Like you, like John Rivers was the king of this. Like he would just put something out there, and everybody else would just start chiming in, bro. Like it wasn't serious. Nobody was serious.
No, everybody was like, hey, understand the joke. I remember one time I was fucking around on Twitter, like acting like I put out a fake wide receiver tweet, and I got 8 texts from people. What did you hear? I was like, whoa. I was just fucking around.
I gotta be careful when I tweet shit now because sometimes I tweet how I used to tweet back in the day when I didn't have as many followers, but I still tweet that way sometimes. And then I'll be like, oh shit, I forgot. I can't do that.
I think I told Dennis this. I was like, Dennis, the day you get over 5,000 followers is the day you stop fucking having fun on here.
Oh, I swear, bro. I swear. The more followers you have, the less fun Twitter becomes. Like it's
That's why I tweet all my fun shit on Blue Sky. I'm like, ain't nobody gonna get mad at this.
That's my problem though. I just don't give a fuck. Like that CP3 tweet, that was 100% just me hating. And I looked up one day and they had 4 million views. I said, okay.
No, you became the villain of the day.
I did though, like for real.
No, two-time. You were a 2-time villain of the day on Twitter.
Wait, what
your future tweet? Your triple platinum future tweet.
Which one?
The most popular one, Cole.
I done had a couple future tweets pop. You got to be specific.
What was the way you said something about future was like, Curtis, you know which one I'm talking about?
I can't remember off the top of my head. There's so many of them.
I remember I saw the future tweet before I saw you, like knew you were on Twitter, like as a Browns fan. I was like, who the fuck tweeted this shit?
I got so many tweets like that.
I'm like, you are a 2-time villain of the day.
Oh, I got so many tweets from people who were like, you said this? I was like, hey man, I was just having a good time. I don't really think Future better than Jay-Z.
Bro, what?
My mom caught wind of one of those. She was so mad at me.
I do have this unshakable urge to piss off people from New York just because I think it's funny when you read tweets from people from New York and you hear them in New York voice. Like, bro, what? Bro, fuck out of here.
Bro, I've pissed so many people off with my tweets, though. It's so fucking funny. It's funny every time.
Nice.
No, we wasn't cool back when I said what I said about Frank Ocean back in the day.
What did you say about Frank Ocean?
What do you say about Frank Ocean?
Oh man, I think I said Miguel over Frank Ocean or something like that.
You put Miguel over Frank Ocean, dog.
Oh, they were furious.
I'm hearing about it. Like, it should just piss me off. What?
They were extremely upset about that.
That's crazy.
That's back before we had before you could see like quote tweets, where you see the quote. So you just saw them in your mentions.
That couldn't have been a serious tweet.
No, I was actually being dead ass. I can't stand Frank Ocean. But
okay, so you just don't like Frank Ocean's music. Okay, okay. Like, but I was about to say, if you're an enjoyer of R&B and Frank Ocean, and you're like, no, I think Miguel has a better catalog. That's crazy.
He does have better. He's a better singer for sure. 100%. He's a better singer.
No, Frank's not that good of a singer.
Yeah, he can't sing for real.
No, he got like two tone. He got one falsetto, and like he keeps it low. I like Frank Ocean songs because I can like hum along to Frank Ocean songs because I know the motherfucker can't sing, but his songwriting's pretty good.
And I feel like he a scammer because he don't put out music ever.
Well, he actually was scamming for a little bit, wasn't he?
He's scamming. He been scamming. He don't put out no music.
No, I'm saying like legitimately scamming. like he did a pyramid scheme.
He fucked over his label for sure, but like
no, not his label. Like people. Like,
I don't know if he was
like
actually
some kind of merchandise scam happened with him that people were pissed about. But yeah, it's like because I remember hearing like Frank Ocean fans were pissed at Frank for a while. But
I mean, you should be pissed at him. He don't put out no music. Like
yeah, and as a Frank Ocean enjoyer, it's been 10 years.
That's like in the music he put out recently, like I don't even really like Blonde for real. Pyramids though, like the song Pyramids, masterpiece.
Okay, at least we agree on that.
Masterpiece.
I like Blonde though.
I can't even hate on that.
Banger. Like
we Pyramids, like yes. Pyramids one of the best songs ever.
Yeah.
For real.
I used to like when I was in college, I would get stressed out. I would stand outside and listen to Pyramids for 10 minutes like I'm smoking a cigarette. like, let me refresh. All right, I'm ready for these motherfuckers now.
Wait, Ray said his brother died. That's why he's been quiet. Oh, okay. Well, that's perfect. That's perfectly reasonable if that's the case.
I got excited when I heard Giveon because I was like, "Oh, is that Frank?" No, it's just another short man.
No, I probably shouldn't slander Frank too much because I am absolutely a Brent Faiyaz enjoyer. Absolutely.
All right.
Love everything. Love every project Brent Faiyaz has ever made.
Taste, man. Like,
what do you mean?
Faiyaz is fire, man. What are you talking about?
Brent Faiyaz is crazy.
But it's like you like things that aren't really compatible. Like, but no, Future and Brent Faiyaz are ultra compatible, actually.
I was about to say that's like.
Because Cole would hit me with like, oh man, he'll pop out. He like Leon Thomas. I'm like, oh shit, Cole got good taste. And then he'll be like, yeah, Miguel over at Frank Ocean. I'm like, this man is abominable.
I like what I like, bro. Leon Thomas, album of the year.
Man, I was so pissed. His tour, he went to this small ass place in Atlanta. Them tickets sold out like 2 seconds.
He coming to Cleveland. I'm going to the show.
Yeah, I need him to do 2 nights in Atlanta. 3 nights. Fuck it. Do the whole weekend.
I need to listen to that man live. He got it.
Fire. You ever listen to that first album?
No, I need to go listen to the first one.
In my opinion, I like the first album better than the second.
You know what album I low-key been listening to a lot, even in like the gym? That Future Sex Love Sounds by Justin Timberlake.
Really?
I've been listening to that a lot.
You just be in the gym. To the end. You be getting bench presses to that?
Nah, cardio for sure.
Cardio.
Yes.
let me go find out Cole out there fucking sliding around on the treadmill, dancing like Justin Timberlake.
Having a good old fucking time. People looking like, damn, what he listening to?
He listening to cocaine. That's what he listening to. Pure raw, 100%.
Yeah, my music tastes go all over the place though, bro. It's all over the place. It's fun.
I was listening to this one R because I've been trying to check out new, specifically like a lot of like male R&B because I complain about how that genre just died. And I listened to this Trevor Jackson album. This is the most shamelessly toxic album of all time.
You said shamelessly
toxic. The whole Trevor, it is a, like, you know how Brett Fires kind of talk about being a side piece.
Yeah.
This is like, I'm a side nigga and I'm proud music, dog. Like, this is, he be out here like, yeah, with your man now home, call me like with pride.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. We miss Dirty Mac and R&B.
No,
we miss it. We used to have it.
I was listening to this album. I'm like, when he not home, we a happy home. I'm like, oh, what?
Yeah.
What the fuck is this?
I might tap in.
It is the most shamelessly. It's like he listened to the most toxic R&B. Was like, nah, I gotta go harder.
He said that's not enough.
The best song on that album is about how you should call him when your man leaves. Like, and it's a banger. Like, it's just shameless.
No, have you been listening to the clip snippets?
I listened to one song. It's more like, I'm not like big into Pusha T. You know,
I am.
Like, I will listen to Pusha. Like, I get in the mood for Pusha T when, like, you know, every once in a while I'm like, I want to hear somebody get real colorful with the wordplay. Then I'll put on some Pusha T. So like when I get in that mood, I know that Clips album is going to hit, but like, I'm probably not in the mood for it right now.
Man, that they previewed the Kendrick verse on there.
Oh, Kendrick got a verse?
He got a verse on there. Nas got a verse on there too. Man.
And Nas ain't picking the beat.
Oh, hell no. Pharrell did all the production.
No, I mean, like when Nas ain't picking the beat, it's fire.
Yeah, well, every time Nas ain't picking the beat, it's fire.
To be fair, his last two albums been pretty good.
Yeah,
because he's not picking the beats.
He's not picking the beats. So, yeah. all time great rapper. Cannot pick beats to save his life. Can't do it.
It's kind of like what we talked about with CJ McCollum. We're like, damn, he put on 20 for 8 years, but he played in Portland. It's like, Nas got some of the greatest bars that nobody has heard through some of these beats. Like,
man, listen, everybody has flaws, man.
Hey, look, Joey Badass has inherited the crowd of all-time bad beat selector. Like,
hey, during the beef, during his little beefs though,
he was definitely picking better beats than Daylight. But like,
he picked some fire beats during the beef. I was like, okay, Joey, I see where you go with this.
Sometimes Joey Badass pick a beat. I'm like, nah, I don't know how you thought you was gonna rap to this. You ever hear his deleted verse off of Rockstar?
No.
The worst shit I've ever heard in my life. Like,
it's always like so fascinating to me when like good rappers can't make good songs.
I think it's ego where they're just like, oh man, my bar is gonna be so good. They're only thinking about that. They can't the whole
You
picture.
usually only get that with like battle rappers though. Like when battle rappers try to make songs, like they can't really pick beats well or anything like that.
They will sacrifice, because I feel like with battle rappers, they never want to sacrifice the bar for the rhythm, right? Like, hey, you just ain't got that many syllables. Like,
ain't got that many syllables.
Bro, you trying to fit this complicated ass bar and don't nobody want to hear that shit. Like, I think Kendrick's probably the best of like fitting a bar in and also like understanding how to make a really good song. But
I would agree. I would agree with that.
Yeah, because like battle rappers get on his ass all the time about he's not really giving you bars. And he's not like giving you like crazy like wordplay or anything like Ab-Soul does. But I'll listen to a Kendrick song before I listen to Ab-Soul because Kendrick songs are pretty easy to listen to.
Because he makes great songs.
Great music, right? I mean, that was Drake's strength, right? Really good song maker, right? We even go like in different genres, right? I think Bruno Mars' strength is he's really good at songwriting. He's not creative. Nobody will ever confuse Bruno Mars for being creative. Everything he's done has been derivative of something else. And I say this as a huge Bruno Mars fan. But the motherfucker can make a song, though.
Hit, bro.
He can make a platinum straight to the cookout classic. Okay. What? Leave the door open, went straight into that right next to the Luther. Right? Come on.
Right next to the Luther is crazy.
It don't sound out of place when you at the cookout, you hear some Luther come on, and then you hear that Silk Sonic, and you like, yeah.
Bro, my music taste be so weird sometimes, bro. Especially when I'm in the gym, because like sometimes I just listen to whatever's gonna get me through the workout, whatever I feel like it's gonna get me through the workout that day.
Mm-hmm.
And like it could be Otis Redding one day, it could be fucking rock music one day. Bro, no, the last couple times I've been in the gym, I've been listening to that. Did you know that T-Pain did that cover album?
Oh yeah, I've done that before at the gym. Yes. The Tennessee
he did Tennessee Whiskey is fucking his version of Tennessee Whiskey is fucking fire. But the one I've been listening to on the elliptical is War Pigs.
War Pigs. I was doing bicep curls for like a month straight to Time's Gonna Change from T-Pain. The cover. It's been a long
But it just depends, bro. There's even been times where I'm on the elliptical and I'm trying to do cardio where I listen to hey Curtis, you might feel this way. There's like certain anime opening songs that I'll listen to when I'm running. I just put it on, can't understand a fucking word.
That happened to me once. That happened to me at least once. I mean, I think listen to a cyberpunk song like when I'm getting on the treadmill. I can't remember the one song. I can't remember the one song though.
Hey, look, I know we ain't gone to the gym and not listening to some wrestling.
No.
You don't put no wrestling theme?
Yeah.
I haven't put any wrestling themes on.
All right, let me tell you something, dog. I hit a max on leg press with Cody Rhodes music in the background. I got up and started the fucking pyro after that shit. Put that edge on. Put the edge, the Alter Bridge Metalingus on. While you doing curls on this day. Yeah, bro. Yes.
Hey, Curtis, I need to go live, bro. Hey, you know the very first Fire Force opening?
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Like the very first one.
Leg press listening to this pod. Wow.
Okay.
Like I'll be listening to anime themes like, bro, I need to get like 15 more minutes, and I'm good. And like I'll just start putting them on and like put them on repeat and just keep running, bro. I've been feeling like such a fucking nerd.
You need to be proud. JP is the only one I've ever seen be like, I'm gonna drop it. Okay, like he be like, I'm at the gym lifting to this. Yeah, see what I'm on. I'm like, see, JP understands. I wish to have that much pride in my nerdiness as he does, because he like, nah, I'm betting to Naze Kimomari or whatever the fuck he be listening to, and I be listening to. I'm like, nah, I should kind of smack.
Hey, bro, the thing about anime openings, like if you get the good ones, like the good ones go hard, dog. Like, there's a couple of Naruto ones, a couple of Bleach ones that are fucking crazy, bro.
The Attack on Titan one. Attack on Titan one is different.
I think Cowboy Bebop's the one I used to listen to at the gym. I'm like, this shit gotta go hard.
No, the Yu Yu Hakusho one that you sent me when you was at the thing, that's like every black anime fan's number one.
Now that we're in the general topic, we can go on our last subject of the day. I got some video game hot takes.
Ooh. cool. Hey, bro, since we talked about games, before you even get started, I just want to let y'all know. I got like 6 games pre-ordered for like the second half of the year.
Brother, I
got so many games that I am playing, dog.
So I listen to a lot of what the gaming community puts out there. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm usually in disagreement with the larger gaming community in their arguments that they make about things, because I just don't like them motherfuckers. Sometimes they be making sense, but that just be stopping me from agreeing. And I'm trying to get better at that. But I do have some hot takes out.
Uh-oh.
All the people complaining about Switch 2 have not played it because that shit's amazing. I've been playing Tears of the Kingdom on Switch 2. I got 70 more hours out that bitch. Okay? Like, I'm at hour 140 and I ain't even close to being done. Yeah, no, it's definitely worth the value, for sure. Somebody was like, Switch 2 feels like a Switch Pro. That's what every upgrade to a console is. People complaining about launch lineups. Every launch lineup is straight up ass.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, yes, I just like that there's backwards compatibility now that enhances the original version, because that has really unlocked a lot of things for me. So I think the Switch 2 is amazing. Is it worth $600? Well, 500, right?
I think it's 500. It's 500.
Absolutely worth $500. Absolutely. With the Mario Kart bundle. Now I don't think Mario Kart worth $80 or nothing like that, but
I mean, it's worth $80.
If it's extra 50, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that's worth it.
Yeah, but Cole, if you get Switch 2, brother, you need to play them Zeldas. Okay.
No, because I got the LED Switch, right? So I got the LED one.
Yes.
That's part of the reason why I haven't been like super pressed to get the Switch 2 yet. But you know, my girlfriend, she played both Zelda games, and they both look crazy.
When you the upgrade on Switch 2, it's worth it. It's worth it.
It's like PS5 level graphics now, right?
It's like Xbox Series S.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I
might invest in the Switch 2.
I wouldn't buy Cyberpunk and replace your main version with it, but it'll do fine like on the go. You know, it'd be the same thing kind of like with the Switch when it first came out. It's like things that are less demanding, you probably want to get on Switch. But like the more like technically impressive games, they can definitely run on Switch too. It's more powerful, but it's gonna look better on PlayStation.
I was about to say, like, for games like Cyberpunk, Borderlands 4, The Outer Worlds 2.
Borderlands might be fine on Switch because of the art style.
Like, I'm playing all those games on my PS5.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even going.
Yeah, those big like triple, like those huge experience. But here's the thing though, Nintendo consoles are worth it just for the Nintendo games alone. Like
you know my only real hang up with Nintendo though, is that them games never go on sale, bro.
No thing, bro.
They never go on sale.
Mario Odyssey is still $60. They should have launch title.
There's games that came out for the Switch like 5 years ago that they will never put on sale.
No, you're never gonna get a discount on a Nintendo game. But like games like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, you will get your money's worth.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a much more guaranteed proposition, right? Like, are you gonna have to pay launch prices 4 years down the line? Absolutely. They're not gonna go on sale. But the reason they don't go on sale is because they're just like incredible games, right? Like evergreen.
You gonna get your money's worth.
You could buy Mario Kart 8 today and probably play it for the next 5 years and never have to get Mario Kart World.
Like, I'm not even gonna lie, because I got Fire Emblem 3 Houses for my Switch. I've put I think 400 hours into that game. I've played it through 8 different times. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. As soon as there's a new Fire Emblem game that comes out for the Switch, or they get the backwards compatibility, so you can play the game, like the Fire Emblem that came out for GameCube and the Fire Emblem that came out for the 3DS.
3DS.
I'm buying it. Like I'm 100% buying it.
Yeah, this shit's good. Oh, by the way, that Switch 2 Pro controller.
Oh, is it crazy?
I'm a hold on.
He had to go get it.
He had to go get it.
He said, "No, y'all got to see this shit."
Oh man.
Oh shit!
It's ruined playing games on other consoles for me.
Really?
Yeah. So, one, this is the Xbox controller, right? You hear it. This is how gaming sounds, right? You know, you mashing buttons. This is Switch.
Wow, you can't hear shit.
Can't hear anything.
These fucking thumbsticks, smoothest thing I've ever experienced. No pause. Did that to piss off Curtis.
No, clip that, please. Somebody clip that.
Somebody Dragon says, "Nah, I need clicky." No, they feel. This is the thing. They feel clicky, but they just don't sound crazy. It's like it's the smoothest controller I've ever used, and like the way it's molded, it just kind of fits perfectly. And I played Tears of the Kingdom last night, and I'm not proud to say this, legitimately for like 8 hours straight, and I had no hand cramps. And the battery on this thing, incredible. I've had to charge it once.
That's my one complaint about PS5 controllers. You be having to charge them.
Bro, they bitches they burn out so fast.
You gotta charge them bitches immediately, dog.
Like an Xbox controller, when I have my double A's in, I can probably get like through a week of gaming on one Xbox, 2 double A's. PS5 controller, if I don't charge it every time, that next game session I'm cooked. Like,
you gotta plug it in.
PS5 controller is so fucking ass with battery life. I just said fuck. I bought 2 in a charging cradle, so I could just always have one.
We got one too. We had to get one, bro.
What?
It was just so inconvenient all the time, especially when you have more than one controller.
Yeah.
So you have to get the cradle so it can charge.
No. And I'm like, at that point, I just spent like $200 on controllers just so I could play one game. Like when NCAA came out, you know how many times I had to fucking switch out controllers?
Man.
Scared to death the other one ain't gonna charge by the time this one die.
I gotta invest in PS5. It seems about time.
Curtis, it's time, brother.
It's time.
Yeah. If you ain't done it by now, I'm
Hey, look, man, you did your time on Xbox Island. Like, come on, Curtis.
Come on home, bro. Add us on there. You know what I'm saying? Add us on there.
All right, here's my second hot take about video games. And I don't think this is a hot take once I actually explain it. It's just gonna sound hot when I say it. I think digital games are better than physical games. The problem with digital games is the way that they're distributed on consoles. Because on PC, every game is digital. Nobody gives a fuck. Because there's like 8 different storefronts. You can always get a game on sale. There's not one place you have to buy the game. You can buy the game from different places. On PlayStation, it's a little different because PlayStation can say, nah, fuck you. This is $40 and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
That's the problem with digital games. It is the marketplaces. It is not digital games themselves. Every time I hear somebody try to argue that physical games are just a better option, I'm like, yeah, man, let me tell you what I'm not doing on Switch. I'm not buying no fucking physical games. Because when I travel, I'm not trying to account for all my little cartridges.
I'm not gonna lie.
I lost my game cartridges for like 2 months. I just didn't have those games. And I was like, I should have bought these fucking things digitally.
I'm not gonna lie. I buy physical games at times, but I only buy physical games when they're like obviously the cheaper option for a game I'm trying to play.
Yeah. Like if they're on sale, I like the option because again, what do you have access with the physical game? Multiple marketplaces that are competing with each other to sell you that game.
Yeah.
When you buy it digitally online, it's like either PlayStation want to give you a fucking discount or they don't.
In fairness, PlayStation is really good about having sales on games. Like they have a sale like every week on games.
Yeah, the issue with that is like, if everybody goes to digital, then PlayStation has no reason to be good about that, and then they're gonna fuck you over, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is more like the government needs to get involved, make sure they open up different marketplaces for these consoles so that you're not stuck with one marketplace. Because that is the shitty part about physical games. Also, you're leasing a license to the game. You don't technically own it, but even now with physical releases, most of the time they need an update patch to start them anyway. So it's not like you really own that fucking game either. But yeah, like I think companies and their greedy business practices are holding us back from going all digital, because I think it's clearly better. The games perform better when they're on your hard drive. It's just more convenient to switch games. Like every time I have to remember that I bought that game physically and I have to get up and change it, it makes me not want to play it as much. Like, well, I could just play Spider-Man right now. That shit's on the hard drive, bro. Like, I'm not about to get up, drop in the disc, make sure I put it in the right way. Like, it's crazy.
I'm so used to putting in physical games, like it doesn't bother me. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't want to look for a place to store them. Like, I'm not somebody who puts the video games on display, so it's like I don't like having to have storage for all of these fucking plastic game carts and all of this. Yeah, I think digital makes a lot of sense. I just think the way that we distribute digital is fucked up. Also, you can't sell your digital games.
Nope.
Or share them. And like selling them, okay, I understand why you can't sell a digital game at the end of the day. You should be able to share it. If I'm done with the game and Curtis want to play it, I should be able to be like, here, play this game. I just won't have access to it anymore.
It's kind of...
You can do that on Nintendo.
It's interesting because you can... Like, if you use the... So me and my girlfriend use the same PS5, obviously we want to play games.
Yeah, you can like give her your login and do it that way.
She has her own profile on my system, so if the game is on my system, she could play it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, so Baldur's Gate, like I bought Baldur's Gate 3 because I wanted to play it, and then she got interested when she saw me playing it, and then she started playing it on her profile, and she's been the main one playing it ever since.
Yeah, but if I wanted to, in the same way that I'm like, hey, if Curtis wanted to try out Breath of the Wild, I could be like, here's my cart. Just play Breath of the Wild. Give it back to me when you're done with it.
Yeah.
You can't really do that with a digital game. And I see no reason why you can't.
Like Ray said, you can do that on PS4 license share.
Yeah, you can't do it on PS5 thing. Though, right?
I don't think you can do it on PS5. It's kind of...
Yeah, because I was like, because one of my homeboys, he wanted to play Spider-Man 2. I'm like, oh yeah, I think I could just share it with you. I can't. I'm like, I ain't playing the fucking game no more. That just feels like you trying to fuck people. Like I feel like it fucks people over too when you do it. Cause like if I gave Curtis my Breath of the Wild cart, he got really into Breath of the Wild. He not gonna wait till I'm done with Tears of the Kingdom to play that shit. He gonna buy that shit and then you gonna get another sale that way.
Yeah.
It's like, why are we forgetting that that's a good way to do business? But yeah, they're sharing games on Steam. Like I think PC gamers, it's funny because like a lot of times I see PC people complain about like physical games, but then they play PC and I'm like, you don't play physical games. But I think PC has the best infrastructure for digital games. And I think because you can share games on Steam, you can get a refund for Steam as long as like you're in a certain hour of playtime. Like it can be amazing if we just like force these companies to stop being so fucking greedy.
Sometimes
I feel like technology is way better for digital.
Sometimes I feel like I should be a PC gamer, but I feel like there's just so much you got to do.
It depends on how much you like doing that kind of nerdy shit. Because there was a point in my life where like I was really into building my own PC and everything else like that. But then it just becomes a money pit. Because now that you've experienced ultra settings and high frame rate, you want to always experience the best. So now you're upgrading your fucking monitor. You're upgrading your fucking graphic card to run the games that are going to run on that monitor. And you're just spending a fuck ton of money. Like, if I'm keeping it a B, like PS5, I buy one PS5. I play it for 7 years. I buy PS6 when it comes out.
Yeah.
Like, maybe if I'm feeling really good, I get PS5 Pro, but I probably ain't gonna do that because then I have to sell my PS5. I ain't worth all that fucking time, man. So I would just play PS5, and you could just sit pat with it. PC, you can always upgrade, which means always gonna be in the back of your mind. Do I want to get a 5080? Do I want to get a 5090? Oh, I could do 4K ray tracing unlocked, and I could run it right now if I just get this $200 upgrade.
I will never invest in PC. It's just too much money to spend. It's like, no,
Yeah.
I'm good.
And
I'm good with my Xbox. I'm good with it.
If you have good discipline about that kind of thing, you would probably have a good time on PC. I know for me, I have no discipline on that kind of thing. I bought Switch 2 release week. I do not. That's why I do my videos on a Mac. I don't need to be involved in PC because then I'm gonna get into that. Be trying to get 200 frames on fucking Counter-Strike, and I don't even play it.
See, Ray said he got a 4090 and he's not gonna upgrade for years. He's like, next message, it was $1,600.
Damn,
that's 3 PS5s, brother.
That's four. That's 3 PS5 Pros. That's the thing with PC gaming. You're always going to want to upgrade. You're going to want to get the new AM5 platform processor. You're going to want to get the better motherboard. You're going to want to upgrade your fucking hard drive storage. You're going to always want to upgrade. And that's the fucking problem with PC gaming. And then also you got to deal with Windows, which I hear is even worse right now with Windows 11. I have not used it, but yeah, and Windows can create all kind of fucking problems, and you gotta get really good at searching Reddit. I've done the whole PC gaming thing. Anybody out there that's like mad at my opinion on this, I've done it because that's how you used to be able to get games for free. Okay, but it's too much work. I got a job. I can afford these games, dog. I'm gonna buy the shit on PS5. My friends on PS5. I ain't gotta download another app, have them download it, make a login. Like, nah, dog. Just when you gonna be on PS5? All right, let's just play some free games on fucking PS Plus and call it a day. By the way, FBC Firebreak. I've been playing that a lot.
FBC Firebreak?
Yeah, it's like a co-op shooter.
Oh, okay.
It's like Helldivers.
Oh, it's like Helldivers?
Yeah.
Helldivers is hilarious.
It's free too. Yeah.
Is it free?
Yeah, it's free on. Well, if you got PS Plus.
Oh yeah, it definitely got PS Plus.
Come on to the dark side. Come to the dark side, Curtis.
I'm working on it. I'm literally working on it.
I just re-downloaded. I re-downloaded The Witcher 3, but I got the PS5 version.
Every time there's a blowout and you want to be like turns on PS5, and it don't hit the same when you say turn on Series X.
Yeah, nobody cares.
Yeah, no one does.
Nah, nobody trying to hear that shit. You see that RDC World sketch?
No, because I remember someone asked
PlayStation and then Xbox. Xbox.
They just have a chime. It's literally a chime. And someone said, "Does Xbox have a slogan?" I'm like, "No." I'm like, "That's the problem right there."
Lame ass.
Xbox is hanging in there. This motherfucker got an Xbox, bro. Series X Rex.
You ain't never played Spider-Man 2. Yuck.
This motherfucker still putting AA batteries in his controller and shit.
You telling me you ain't never played Ghost of Tsushima?
This motherfucker playing Flight Simulator.
Oh, what you gonna talk to me about Gears of War? You want to talk about Gears of War?
I can't defend Xbox. I can't defend Xbox after that showcase. They really let me down. I thought they were going to reveal some new games. Nope. I'm like, yeah, maybe PlayStation 5 ain't that bad.
Hey, dog, what's keeping you back? What, Halo Infinite?
No, it's just I just keep forgetting. I just keep forgetting about it.
Mm-hmm.
I just keep forgetting to get it.
Nah, come on, PlayStation 5.
Y'all don't even have exclusive games anymore. That sucks.
I mean, they just don't hit. I thought they would, but they just don't
Let's
hit.
be
I don't
real.
know.
Xbox exclusives have never hit like that. Outside of like Halo,
Gears of
I saw
War
that.
is it?
Gears of
Halo
War is like Resistance Fall of Man for PlayStation 3, where it's like it's a fun game to play if you already got a PlayStation 3, but nobody is buying a fucking Xbox to play Gears of War.
And we got Gears of War now too, so it don't even matter.
Yeah.
I mean,
They got Forza Horizon on PlayStation 5.
we ain't. I don't know if we can.
Wait till we
Hey,
get
Forza
Fable.
Horizon is fun.
No, I'm
Fine.
saying though, man, you play it on PlayStation, and I hear it's
Yeah.
better on PlayStation. Like, because they PlayStation Pro enhanced.
Yeah,
So don't make fun of Flight Simulator. I'm not making fun of Flight Simulator. I'm
I
just saying.
never played Flight Simulator. Never played that in my life.
That's one of the
Just
most demanding games ever made.
It is.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it.
Would you rather play Spider-Man? Like,
Spider-Man or Flight Simulator. I'll go with Spider-Man.
Curtis, let me tell you something. There is nothing better than making that jump from Xbox to PlayStation 5 at this point. Because did you play PlayStation 4?
Yeah, I still have mine.
Oh,
Still have
okay.
it.
See, I was like, I made the wrong bet at the last console war. I was like, oh, well, Xbox was winning the last one. I was stuck on PlayStation 3. Let me get the next Xbox that comes out because it was after the Kinect debacle. It was cheaper. I'm like, all I do is play Madden anyways. I'm going to get the one that's like $200 right now. So I got Xbox One. Played that shit throughout that whole console series. PS5 came out, got that PS5, and I found out about the PS4 library. Whoo! I'm still playing PS4 games, dog. Like, still playing games that came out on PS4. It's the best thing to make the jump to literally anywhere but Xbox, because then you get all these games that you have had to tell yourself you don't want when you absolutely do want them. Like,
Man, when Spider-Man came out, and then the Miles Morales came out, and then Spider-Man 2 came out, dog. Console war was over. God of War 2018, facts.
like look at the exclusives that have come out for both consoles, and then look at like Xbox, where it's like the PlayStation has had numerous ones. What's the one's game? Is it Heavenly Sword? I keep confusing.
Heavenly Sword.
Yeah,
That's
Heavenly
it.
Sword.
Heavenly
That's
Sword.
PS3. That's PS3 back in the day.
No. I'm talking about this. Another one. It's a PS5 game.
Horizon.
I keep confusing.
Horizon.
With Heavenly
Hey,
Sword.
Horizon is fire too.
They got Horizon, Ghost of Tsushima, like all these like amazing classic games. And then like you look at Nintendo and it's like, oh man, like you got the best shit from Mario. You got the Mario Kart went to a different level, Smash, all this shit. Zelda, I went to a different level on Switch. And then you got Xbox. And I don't know if I can name one classic exclusive Xbox has had in the last two console generations.
Fable, maybe.
That was Xbox original, wasn't it?
I think they had another. No, they're making a new Fable game.
They've been making a new Fable for 20 years.
I don't know if it's going to be an exclusive though.
But yeah, it's not going to be good, probably. But like, when's the last time Xbox has had like a mover like that? A motivator. Like, I can't wait to get this shit on Xbox.
They bought Bethesda, and they had that one star. What is it called?
Yeah, but people don't even like that game.
I'm about to say people don't even like that game that much.
And see, Game Pass. Someone said Game Pass is their exclusive bad. Like, that's the only thing that keeps my Xbox turning on, is that I can play Oblivion for the subscription amount that I'm paying already, and play Claire Obscure eventually. Like, I like the ideal of Game Pass, but like, I'm gonna be real with you. There's no Xbox games that I'm like, and even if it's like dicey, if I can get something on Game Pass, I'm probably just gonna buy it for another console that I want it on eventually later, anyways.
Yeah, because like if you can get like the Outer Worlds 2, for example, it's on both systems. Like,
yeah,
you would rather get it. You would rather get it on PS5. The Outer Worlds, amazing game, by the way.
By the way, Sony took that one L at the beginning of the PS3 console generation and just never stopped hitting haymakers. You know what I was like? Remember when the Celtics went up 23-5 on us?
Mm-hmm.
And then the Cavs just came back immediately. And I'm like, that was Xbox and PlayStation in 2007. And then PlayStation just dominated. Like, just banger at the
Trey
banger.
said, I've never had an Xbox, had every PlayStation, though. You didn't miss anything, brother. You didn't miss anything.
Anything you did miss probably coming to PlayStation.
Everything you did miss is coming to PlayStation.
There's going to be PlayStation for the console market and then Nintendo Switch for handheld / Nintendo shit. Right? Like, and that's what's going to be. Because Xbox is going to be into cloud gaming and all of that. And I mean, they're going to become Google Stadia.
I mean, God bless. That's cool.
Ray Rag says PS3 was ass compared to the 360. I am still fighting the PlayStation 3 war as a dedicated PlayStation 3 fanboy. Like from back in the day.
The PS3, the PS3
the
was,
cell processor.
the PS3 was easily the worst PlayStation I've had. And I've had all of them. It's easily the worst.
But think about how good the PS3 is. And that's the worst one.
That's the worst one.
Yeah. We talk about Uncharted.
It has some hits. It has some hits towards the end. Like
Last of Us.
Yeah, it has some hits towards the end. Don't get me wrong.
The beginning was like sad because we was out here getting excited about Resistance, Fall of Man. I remember we tried to make Killzone a thing.
We did.
Hey, Killzone was hoop. Killzone was good. Killzone was good.
I remember trying to play Killzone on them busted ass PlayStation 3 triggers. You remember that shit? They were like fat. Mm-hmm. They weren't shaped like triggers, and then your fingers slipped off of them. I was like, this is it. I want to play Halo.
Yeah, the PS3 is definitely of all the PlayStation consoles we've had, it's the worst. And that includes the PSP.
PS Vita? It's
PSP.
better than PS Vita.
Oh, is it better than PS Vita?
Absolutely. 1000% better than
Actually, PS Vita is the only one I haven't had.
I was big into PlayStation Portable. I never got PS Vita. But partly because I was in college by the time PS Vita came out. And I don't know about y'all. I didn't need a handheld in college. I was busy.
Oh shit. I feel like that is a good time to get to the super chat.
Let's get to the super chat.
Oh man.
All right, let's look at these super chats. Ray Rags. This is from Ray Rags. He says, I feel way more comfortable about the Cavs wanting to get better if they can now. Then it's most likely KD said no, not the Suns.
Oh yeah, that's 100% what happened. Mm-hmm. If it was up to the Suns, they would have took whatever the Cavs were offering, but KD wasn't coming here.
That's gonna be the big thing though. The Cavs got to deal with is if you want to bring in a player that caliber, you got to have a hook to get them here, right? Like
that's the main
connection with these guys that's gonna get them here. And like I know, this is why I'm like I just don't believe it's gonna happen, right? And just because something's unrealistic doesn't mean it's impossible, but I do think it's unrealistic because it's like I think we've exhausted all of our Donovan Mitchell resources. I don't think anybody coming to play with Darius, and you probably want to trade Darius to get that guy. But Kenny Atkinson?
I mean, I'm just looking at it like this. Evan and Darius, like they do runs with KD in the offseason and shit, and he was
that
like,
ain't do shit for KD.
He was like, no.
And KD said Darius is one of his favorite players.
Yeah, yes. Yes, at that.
You know what, Kev? You know what else Kev said when they showed this trade to him? Like, oh, they got to get rid of Darius to get me. Yeah, nah, I'm good. But let's get to the next one.
Yeah, next one is from Ray Rags. He says, I just want to give a giant FU to ESPN. Stop showing Achilles injuries on replay so much. I don't want to see that.
Yeah, man. Like we show it once and then be done with it. Like you don't have to show it 10 times. We don't need to see it 10 times.
They just announced the lineups for Amazon and NBC next year for the coverage because everyone's been on ESPN's bumper. So for NBC, they got Reggie Miller, Noah Eagle, of course, Michael Jordan, Carmelo, Vince, Mike Tirico, Maria Taylor, and Grant Hill. For Amazon, they got D Wade, Udonis Haslem, Steve Nash, Candace Parker, Blake Griffin, Dirk, Taylor Rooks, and Stan Van Gundy. So
I'm not feeling good about that Amazon lineup.
that Amazon
It's just a bunch of former players.
NBC, that's gonna be rough. But
Well, we'll see. A lot of people are excited about Michael Jordan. I don't think that's going to last the whole year.
they might do it for select games. I mean,
No, I just think we're going to find out Mike got a lot of old hair takes because Mike 50. Like, it's going to be the same thing people have been complaining about is people from different eras complaining about what the NBA is now instead of promoting the game. What do you think Mike about to get out there and talk about the beauty of passing the ball 5 times to get a 3-point shot?
I don't know what Mike's going to talk about, but I want to listen to Mike talk about it.
I think we feel that way now. Same way we were like excited to hear Tom Brady on the broadcast. Now we're kind of not as excited, right? Like,
however, we have seen Mike talk candidly about things before in The Last Dance, and I'm just gonna be honest, extremely entertaining individual when he's talking. In
a controlled environment,
very entertaining
not
individual.
Live. You know what I mean?
I'm willing to see what it looks like live.
It's probably gonna be bad, but we'll see. We'll see.
They're gonna probably make a
point guard him, right? Like I think that's also important. Like who's point guarding for that?
Also, oh man, it sucks that he's gonna be on NBC though, because if they could, because him and Charles Barkley are friends in real life.
See, I would want that as like a additional broadcast, kind of like how they have the Stephen A. Smith Lounge on ESPN. Where you're like, all right, I want to watch this game, but with some bullshit in the background. I think Michael and Chuck would be fun for that. But if
Jordan
I'm like,
cast on Peacock,
yeah, the Jordan cast would be amazing on Peacock or whatever it is. But like, if I'm like, if it's game 5 and I'm trying to figure out if that's a foul or not, and Mike's just like, back in my day, that wouldn't be a foul. I'm like, this is useless information. Like, what are we doing here?
We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out.
Also, that motherfucker talks slow. Like,
very, very deliberate speech.
Yeah, that shit don't work in no sports broadcast. He better be halftime.
What's the next one, Curtis?
All right, next one is from Peter Griffin. Oh, okay, all right. It is kind of insane that Delpit tore his Achilles because you wouldn't be able to tell watching him the past 2 years.
Hey, if you do it when you're young.
That's really like the difference for a professional athlete. It's like, how old are you when you tore your Achilles?
You do it, this shit come back fine, but you do that shit in your 30s.
Yeah, if you do it like as a teenager or like in your early 20s, it's not as big of a deal. Like you can bounce back. The chances of you bouncing back are pretty high, I think.
And it's not like an ACL where it compounds, like the injury risk compounds on top of each other. It doesn't seem like we get a lot of that, right? So,
yeah, well, like once you tear your Achilles once, like people usually don't tear it again. But like if you tear your Achilles in like your late 20s, early 30s, you are probably good.
Yeah. Nice.
like you're probably good.
I mean, yeah. God forbid you 35, like Aaron Rodgers and
and fucking Kobe.
Cousins. Yeah.
Over with, bro. Over with.
Next one is from Ray Rags. He says, why do teams keep helping Boston get out of situations for no reason? F you, Portland. Don't let this team get near the second April for nothing and they get better. I mean, Anthony Simons is like, he got like 1 year left on his deal. Offensively, he's cool. Defensively, I mean, no, not good.
Hey, man, there's only so much they can do. Jayson Tatum is going to be out the whole year.
Yeah, they're not going to be that good. But I will say this: Brad Stevens is so fucking good at this. He's so fucking good at this.
They will win 50 games, but they're just those limitations going to affect you in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's I couldn't believe it. I'm like, how does he keep getting away with this? How does he keep getting away with this shit, dog? And I was like, oh, okay, he's traded with the Portland Trailblazers and the fucking Washington Wizards. That's why he keeps getting.
He knows who to pick. Listen,
he know a sweet deal when he see it.
Hey, look, man. You see what the Cavs perusing around? Ain't like they calling these good GMs. Let's see what's up with Phoenix.
What's the next one, Curtis?
Another one from Ray Rags. I saw so many tweets from Q in a row. I remember him saying when he tweets and thought, "Sir, get out the bathroom." It's been like 30 minutes. What's this?
Just know 90% of the time I tweet, I'm shitting.
All right, next one.
You're getting mad at my shit thoughts. Just think about the next time. That's what I have to remind myself when I get angry on Twitter. I'm like, I am reacting to something somebody thought while they were taking a dump. I don't need to do this.
All right, next one is from Ray Rags again. The idea of Kawhi is way better than the reality right now. I mean, fair enough.
Yeah.
That's the thing, though. I think the people who want to trade Darius Garland are very much invested in the idea and not the reality.
Yeah, next one is from Iceman. Y'all hyped for the 0-star doc with Cam Ward. I honestly,
So what made you think that anybody on this pod would be watching a Cam Ward documentary?
I care less about Cam Ward, honestly.
I might get bored and watch it.
Nah, I ain't watching it.
Nah,
I'm watching.
cool.
I'm watching Mobland right now, though. So
I'm not watching
maybe not.
anybody's documentary before I know they good in the pros. Like, what the fuck do I look like?
Yeah, I feel like you should do something first in the league.
Yeah, man. Like, get to a fucking Super Bowl, then I'll check your goddamn documentary out, dog. I ain't about to watch your documentary because you got drafted number 1 overall. Is that it? That all you gonna do? Come on.
He was a 0-star. He was a 0-star coming out of high school, though, right?
I mean, yeah,
it was.
He wasn't
There's
the first.
something there. There's something there. He wasn't the first, but there's something there.
Baker was the first. Was Baker a 0-star? I know Wentz was a 0-star.
I can check real quick.
I don't think Baker.
I think Baker might have been a 2-star. He played at Texas. He had to have a star next to him, like a big Texas.
Somebody was watching him.
And somebody saw that little man throw that ball and was like, "Yeah."
He was a 3-star prospect coming out of.
He
He was a 3-star prospect.
Yeah. I mean, look, I'm happy that Cam Ward has gotten everything that he's gotten. We'll see what he does in the pros, man. I'm skeptical.
Man.
Curtis, dog, if we get that victory lap.
That's gonna be a fun one for y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. That's
we're gonna replace Cole with Corey that week. You and Corey.
Have me be the producer that week. Just popping in.
The Cam Ward. Shut the fuck up, Cole. Cole always coming on here eating. Tell me how he got beef on his chest. He vegan.
How long you been sitting on that one?
Yeah, they called timeout. That was a miss.
I was about to say, yeah. Come here, son. Let's talk about that shot.
You know what I mean? All right, coach. It was fast break. I pulled up. I thought it was gonna go.
What the Patrick Ewing
I'll look
say?
for the outlet. I'll look for the outlet next time. Yeah, I got you.
What the Patrick Ewing say? Do you practice that shot? I
Nah.
never see you practice that shot.
One-legged, off balance. Do you practice that? No. My bad, coach. That was bad.
All right.
And you throw an interception, you're like, oh, he was right there.
Did you see that?
I ain't see it.
Oh, we know. That's why I'm talking to you right now, because you ain't see it.
Yeah. Thanks for the chat.
This next one's from Iceman again.
Cole don't let nobody miss without chanting air ball, by the way. Cole gonna be the first one for air ball. Boo!
Lucky I don't have a tomato.
Let Cole miss. He went, all right, y'all. All right.
Oh man. But Iceman says, can I get a list of 10 college football players you're excited to watch from each of you? Pick only 2 quarterbacks.
Cole, how do you say Lenore Sellers 10 times?
Hey, it's fucked up. He said pick only 2 quarterbacks because I probably would have picked 10.
Let me say all 10 of them bitches quarterbacks. What the fuck we think going on right now?
We don't care about shit else but quarterbacks.
Dog, you know how much of the Browns season is going to be watching these quarterbacks on Saturday? Like, tracking where the Browns are in the draft. It's going to get real interesting if it's 3 quarterbacks that are Heisman Trophy candidates and the Browns got 2 wins at the bye week. It's going to be real interesting. Like, let's ride it out with Dylan Gabriel. Look, there are things that the Browns could do to absolutely quiet tank, right? Starting Dylan Gabriel, I think, is one of them. You want to know the other one? Keeping Dustin Hopkins. Because you could play really good football, right? Come close to winning, but Dustin misses a field goal. And it's like, we're 3 and whatever, but we really should be. If we just had decent field goal kicking, we'd be 8 and something. So, yeah, if they keep Dustin Hopkins on this team, they feel really good about that draft class.
Do we even have a second kicker on the roster? Do we even have another kicker?
They got Andrew Schmeidt in there from the Battlehawks a couple of years ago.
Oh, okay.
And to be fair,
right.
the UFL has produced some of the best kickers in the league.
That is true.
Now, I did want him to go after my guy Harrison Beavis, the thicker kicker out there in Birmingham. We decided to not do that. He went to the Jets. We brought in Sal Cannella, who's like a spring league legend.
He been around. He been around for a little bit. He been around.
You know, he's like, who's the dude who was married to Kelsey Plum for like 2 weeks?
I think Darren Waller.
Darren Waller?
Yeah, he's like spring league Darren Waller.
It is true. He is like spring league Darren Waller.
He's like, he's pretty good, but like nobody really likes him. And then he never really lives up to his potential. It's he probably not gonna make the team, y'all.
Probably not.
But it'd be fun in training camp. Y'all gonna see Sal Cannella catch some crazy shit. People are like, who the fuck is this dude? Nah, he's a pretty good player, but got other things. By the way, Perion Winfrey back in the league. Wow.
How long have you been waiting to get this one back?
Wow. Wow.
Is he on the Cowboys?
I think so. It's unfortunate. I thought he would go to Cincinnati because they need anybody to play defensive tackle for him right now.
Man, good for Perion though. You know, he got back in.
Let's make sure Perion stays out of trouble before we're like good for Perion. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that's true. You
know what I mean? Yeah. Like, you know, but if he keeps his nose clean, stays out of trouble, and then he's also successful, I ain't gonna be mad at it.
We'd be like, wasn't a bad take, but I am watching Caleb Downs very closely this year.
Fair.
And watching Caleb Downs and a bunch of offensive tackles.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be locked into this college football season. We got 2 first-round picks. You thought we was locked in last year, brother?
Half these pods gonna be college football pods.
We might as well just keep a hot ranking. Quarterbacks.
Oh. What's the next one, Curtis?
This one from Ray Rags. I don't know if I know a bigger hater of a player than Q with Roquan Smith. That rant you went on AFC North Talk was so much fun to watch. You won't let Raven say his lead. He just isn't allowed to show it.
He's not elite though. Like, I don't think I'm a Roquan Smith hater. I'm just saying, for a guy who's been 2 all-pro teams, which assumes that like that's top 3 in the league, right? All-pro, it's only 3 teams. Is it only 2? It's first and second team. There's no third team in the NFL, right?
Oh, there's no third team in the NFL.
So you're telling me this is a top 2 linebacker, and the Browns have played him 6 times over the last 3 years, and I have never felt his impact. Have you?
I
Yeah,
mean,
but
I feel like
damn, man, we can't do shit because Roquan Smith out here. Like, you've never watched the Ravens game and felt that way. Now, there are times you watched the Bears and felt that way about Roquan Smith, but Ravens Roquan Smith, he's Christian Kirksey with the Gucci belt. Like he does all the Christian Kirksey stuff, but like, you know, where he wears the number 0, he talks a little bit more. He's more exciting, but same result. We keep talking about shit he doesn't have
I'm not
to
gonna
do.
lie. I'm not gonna lie. Roquan, like, he working on a Hall of Fame career. with all pros, with the all pros he got, he working on one.
Thing. He is like one of those all pros are legitimate. Maybe 2. You want to give him the first year in Baltimore? I think that's more narrative than anything, but like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But like, think about all the other Hall of Fame linebackers you have watched and felt their impact. And Roquan, is he up there?
Man, listen, Q. I'm not gonna lie. Like, he's been All-Pro second team twice. The last 3 seasons, he's been All-Pro first team.
That's crazy because he's not the best linebacker in football. He's
really
not even been close.
Like, it's like
I feel like
I'm not saying you're wrong, but man, he gonna have the numbers and he gonna have the numbers and accolades to back
This is
it
my
up.
point and why I contend I'm not even really a Roquan Smith hater. I'm just a Roquan Smith realist because that is what it suggests when you look at Roquan's fucking Pro Football Reference page and you see the accolades. You're like, oh my God, it's one of the best linebackers of all time. And then you watch Roquan Smith and you're like, he's one of the 10 best linebackers in football.
He's not better than Fred Warner.
Is he better than Zach Braun? No. Okay. Look, we could just use a very simple metrics. How many times have I heard JP tweet about this guy? Like, no JP tweets for Roquan Smith. No JP tweets. JP has never been watching Sunday Ticket and been like, damn, look at Roquan Smith in the last 3 years. Fred Warner tweets, it's like 8 of them bitches. Zach Braun tweets, there's like 10 from this year. Okay. Roquan Smith tweets, there might be 2. Okay. That's what I'm saying. For somebody who has the accolades that he has, he is not that good, right? And that's my issue with Roquan. People have hyped him up into being a first ballot Hall of Famer, and I'm like, he's not even a Hall of Famer. He's a solid linebacker.
I hope if you ever get the opportunity to actually vote on who makes these things, you are going.
Oh, I'm going to be the one vote. Nope, not moving. What you mean? Y'all spent his whole career overhyping him. I'm correcting the record, bro. Like, this is nuts. Bro, that 1 year people gave him credit for fixing the Ravens defense. They're like, oh my God, Roquan Smith just arrived and fixed the defense. They were an ass defense at the beginning of the year. Roquan Smith was still out there. I'm like, why the fuck he not getting blamed? He was the reason y'all fixed it. Now he out there, y'all ass. What's up? Marlon Humphrey got back healthy. That changed the defense. We not giving Marlon Humphrey the fucking defensive player of the year, trying to hype him up like that. Just media hype has just blew him up to insane proportions. He's the Tony Romo of linebackers. Yeah, that's what he is. He's Tony Romo. Like, Tony Romo was cool. He wasn't a bad quarterback. He was solid. But man, he be on these broadcasts. You be hearing Tony Romo talk. You think he one of the greatest of all time. He was not. Like, people talk about Tony Romo should be in the Hall of Fame. What?
Who says that for real?
No, nobody. I feel the same way about Roquan that I feel about Eli Manning, man.
You know how I feel about Eli.
How you feel about Eli?
He's a Hall of Famer, man. I'm sorry, it is what it
is. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Nah, I don't agree with that.
If he was Eli Johnson, you know what he'd be? Dante Culpepper. Vinny Testaverde with a nicer jumpsuit on. But it is what it is.
It is what it is, man.
We keep wanting to give Roquan these fucking flowers. One day I will be vindicated in my pursuit of this, and I will just remember everybody who doubted me on my rise to the top on this. One day somebody gonna be on Twitter and be like, hey, real shit, Roquan was overrated, and that shit gonna go crazy on whatever social platform it does. And I'm gonna just be sitting here like, I was saying this shit back in 2020. Okay. Now y'all want to agree with me.
Brother, he's been all pro first team for 3 consecutive years. I don't think you're gonna win this one, man.
People think about that, Cole. Does he feel like an all pro first team 3 consecutive years? And like nobody has played him more than the Browns. There are like 5 different Ravens. I'm like, I'm more afraid of them than Roquan Smith. Like, he ain't better than Kyle Hamilton.
No, he's not.
He's not better than Marlon Humphrey. You could make the argument Justin Matabuke made his impact felt way more than Roquan.
I was about to say, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Calvin Noy, Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson.
I thought we were just talking about defensive players.
Defensive players. I could keep going on defensive players. When Pat Queen was there, did it feel like Pat Queen made more of an impact?
Wasn't he all pro that year too?
Mm-hmm. They gave Roquan all the credit though for it. Like, motherfucker's overrated. Okay, he is the definition of overrated. I don't even know why he gets so overrated too, because it ain't even like he playing in like a big media market. People just love talking about Roquan Smith. Does Tony Romo get on there? He's one of the best linebackers in the NFL, Jim. And then everybody goes, yeah, I agree. Y'all don't have nothing to agree about that all. How has he had 3 consecutive all-pro years and Fred Warner doesn't? And Fred Warner has clearly been better than him. There's been I got Raven fans who can admit that.
Fred really hasn't been consecutive?
He should be.
Okay, 4-time all-pro. Yeah, there we go. And he has been
first team.
He's been consecutive first team the last 3 years too.
Who? Okay, I'm about to say.
Yeah, he's made 4. He's been all pro first team 4 times. He didn't make it in 2021, but he made it.
Think about how good Fred Warner has been, and think about Roquan Smith. Do you feel like those are equal? Like, do you feel like those weigh the same? No, nobody does. But everybody just goes, well, Roquan's good. Because nobody challenges that take that Roquan's like a really good player, elite player. And I'm like, I'm willing to challenge that. Like, I'm the first guy willing to dunk on Rudy Gobert. Okay. And I will open the floodgates eventually. You'll see.
Anyway, next one's from Ray Rags. He says, after 3 Achilles pops because they played injured, people are still doing the you're not tough if you don't play through injuries. Also, it's not like players play through injuries just to need surgery the second the season ends.
Yeah, it's real easy to talk that shit when it's not your Achilles that's going to pop.
100%.
Like, you watching the game on the couch, your Achilles is fine. Like,
well, we assume that your Achilles is fine.
You might get up for that soda.
Instant karma.
I'll be right there too, putting the towel over your head. Breathe, big fella. But yeah, man, like, that's why at the end of the day, it's real easy to say what other people should be playing through. It's real easy to say what other people should be okay with dealing with physically. It's a whole nother thing to actually fucking do it. Yeah. And I think that's why the people who have done it before tend to have much milder takes about this than the people who have not.
I mean, you see what Kendrick Perkins said about Tyrese? He was basically saying like he shouldn't play.
Mm-hmm.
When he originally like,
you know about playing through injuries. I'm like, more than you?
Oh man.
Like, what the fuck do you know about playing through injuries? You played high school and that was it.
Salute to Perk too, by the way, because he didn't even try to do like the I told you or like anything like that. Like he was just like, it's unfortunate, but like he did what he needed to do for the team. But you know, calf strains are serious and like serious injuries. Seriously.
And I think, you know, people think of a calf strain and think about that one time they had a bruise on their leg and they're like, oh, it's not nothing. Right. But like the level of injury that like an NBA player gets from playing NBA basketball, even if it's a similar injury to what you got, it's probably much more painful. Like,
and they're also non-contact injuries. Yes. Like for you to get a calf strain and nobody like hit you in your calf or like tackled you or like anything like that, that means there's something serious, like something serious is going on in your body for that to happen.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. And, you know, I don't know what's going to stop people from, you know, just demanding every athlete ever play through these injuries without really considering it, because selfishness is mainstream, right? But it's just one of those things where it's like, I choose to not act like that. But as much as I can go on here and be like, I don't think people should act like that, there's going to be somebody on the radio, you know, screaming and yelling about you're soft because they didn't want to play through that. And it's like, we just are addicted to saying dumb shit and agreeing with dumb shit. I don't know. But let's go to the next question before I get in trouble.
Ray Rack says, Kolb just says, let's see how many views I can get real quick. I think he's talking about your Twitter, I think.
Kolb, if you ever got on TikTok,
TikTok's way too annoying for me. I can't do it.
No,
TikTok's bad.
TikTok's full of dudes like you on there, like trying to get shit cracking. Like,
no, because like on TikTok, it just don't feel authentic to me. Like you're not doing it. You're not doing it for the love of the game.
You're a purist.
You're not doing. You're not really. You don't really love this.
For amateurism and hating.
You're not a real hater. You're not like me.
Nah, you don't do this because you love it. You doing this for a paycheck. You just grifting. I'm hating.
I don't need a profit. I don't need to check those
haters. This is amazing.
You
haters don't know what they doing.
You either built for it or you not.
Back in my day.
You either built for this hate shit or you not.
Yeah. You wasn't getting no revenue split for this shit.
I don't want no Elon. I don't want no Elon check. I do this.
Y'all be out here hating for a check. I hate for the love of it. I hate for that feeling.
Oh man.
All right, next one is from Ray Rags. He says, I hate Nintendo kills all emulators, but won't release those games. When they do, they steal the ROMs from the same sites that they try and shut down.
I have no Nintendo access to corporation.
Like it's ridiculous, bro. Just re-release the games that we want to play, dog. Why am I not able to play all the Pokemon games on Switch?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I should be able to play every single Pokemon game I want to play on Switch right now. All the old Fire Emblem games, all the old Mario games. Like what? Like what the fuck is going on, bro? Like just release the games.
Yeah,
I don't really get it. Like just let me. I want to play the old Pokemon games.
Advantage of their library. I agree with you. That's the thing. It's like Nintendo as a company. No, I got no defense for them. Nintendo's products. That's the thing, though. That's why we deal with Nintendo. Like, it's kind of like the iPhone, right? Where it's like, man, Apple be on some bullshit, but I ain't going no fucking Android. Like what? We'll go get a Galaxy.
Ray Rex, like you can, Kolb. You got like 3K. A lot. Bro, these games are insanely expensive now.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Like it costs an arm and a leg to play those old Pokemon games.
Yeah, because there's no supply. They don't re-release anything. they let all this scarcity build up in the market, and then they charge $80 for Mario Kart, right?
Like you could, like, hey, Nintendo could make a killing just by doing like the Pokemon collection.
And the thing that bugs me with Nintendo, they do have things, right, where it's like, hey, man, you buy these Nintendo games, it ain't like on these other platforms where you getting bugged with like DLC notifications and all this other shit. Like, you know, you get a pretty full experience for your $60, which I do like. It's just like, hey, man, could you just make sure that you have enough copies of this shit available?
Bro, I'll tell you something. So I still have my GameCube.
$39.99 one time.
I still have my GameCube because Fire Emblem Path of Radiance was the only Fire Emblem game that came out on the GameCube. And I would play it over and over and over again because it was the only one. It was the only one I had. So I got curious one day. I'm like, man, I wonder how much this game, because I still have the disc in the case and everything. I wonder how much this game is worth. Dog, it's like $250.
Yeah, it's ridiculous
to play it. I'm like, that's so. I'm like, that. I was like, they're just. It's ridiculous how they run their business.
Well, it's like, well, that's aftermarket. Like, I expect like GameCube games to be expensive just because like they didn't sell that many GameCubes. So like there's going to be regular scarcity in there. And then like, you know, those discs were small. People were breaking them. There's probably not that many copies that exist anymore. It's not like they're going to reprint copies of an old GameCube game in 2025. But it's like, you could just be less strict about these fucking emulators. Like that's the thing. It's like, I understand why you can't release them, right? Because there's licensing rights and you got to deal with other publishers to get a re-release. So you can't put everything on Switch Online. But then if you start charging for some games and not charging for others, people are going to have a backlash about that. That's all good and well. Just like let the people who going to download the shit anyways, man. Like they weren't going to buy Switch Online anyways. Or maybe they will. Right, like, you know, but I remember when I thought about emulating games back in the day, you know, not saying I ever did. It's because I couldn't afford this shit. Okay. Like, you know, but once I'm able to afford it, I'm like, oh yeah, let me go get the new Mario Kart. Right. So yeah, their business practices, their hawkishness on fan projects is just ridiculous. Like, I don't think anybody thinks Nintendo is cool for doing that. And yeah, just let people fucking emulate games, man. It's not that big. It's not eating into your fucking cells. You're getting the best you've ever had.
Or you could just do what everybody's telling you to do and re-release the game so we can play it on Switch.
Yeah, or offer an official way for the release. Like if they wanted to be hawkish about games that you can actually get on Switch, okay, I get it. But you ain't even trying to make no money off of it. So like, who's it really hurting?
Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, but
let me play Pokemon Fire Red, you fucking dickheads. Like, I like to play these games again. I really would.
Remade Pokemon Red and Blue so many times, man. Was there another one that they released? Aren't they on their third re-release of Pokemon Red and Blue?
I think it's like Let's Go.
Remade Ruby and Sapphire. Like,
did they remake Ruby and Sapphire?
I think so. I know they have Pokemon Let's Go, and that's a remake of the originals too.
Yeah, like Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, I think.
Yes. Which is a remake of Yellow.
It's a remake of Yellow?
Yes.
Some breaking WNBA news, if anyone cares. The Fever and DeWanna Bonner are apparently going to part ways soon. That's what I just looked up.
Damn.
I was talking about it.
According to multiple league sources, the two-time WNBA champion has no interest in returning to play for the Fever. Those same sources indicate Bonner's preferred landing spots are the Phoenix Mercury or the Atlanta Dream.
Hey, do we need her? I don't think we need her. We already got too many people shooting. But she I don't know if she could defend still, because like our bigs are slow as fuck, and that's gonna hurt us in the playoffs.
Yeah, there's more to it. Like multiple sources told Front Office Sports that the fit in Indiana was off from the beginning. Bonner, who was signed to be an anchor with championship experience from the team's young core, was expected to be a starter. So,
what were you about to say?
Who's gonna be the first person to tweet? Caitlin Clark running players out of Indiana.
Sounds like they all look. If we
I'm
were
saying-
really,
I'm saying
if
let's
we were
don't
really
give me
about our
ideas.
shameless clickbait and first story, Caitlin Clark, a toxic teammate. Stephen A., what are your thoughts?
Listen.
The sister can't get anybody to play with her. I'm just pointing out facts. Erica Wheeler left.
I'm telling
Now
you
you
right
get
now.
Bonner gone. Like,
I'm telling you right now. I'm afraid of WNBA Twitter, so I'm personally not going to send that tweet out.
Speak for. I'm doing that right now.
Here's
I'm about to do it right now.
here's a general. You gonna
I'm doing it right.
get them. You gonna get them eyes on you.
You gonna get it. I'm
You
good on
gonna-
that.
It's too late. I just
Ignoring your
tweeted out.
reply.
I just tweeted.
What a fucking piece of shit.
There's like 3 fan bases on Twitter I do not fuck with because I don't want no problems.
You gonna get the Barstool Sports Mafia on your ass, boy.
I don't even care about them.
That fight.
I don't even care about them. WNBA fans because they're crazy. The Beehive, I'm good.
Stay good.
I'm good. And
Barbs.
Four Barbs, Swifties. I'm cool. So I don't want no smoke. I don't want no problems. I'm good.
No, so
I'm
like
okay.
sometimes I feel like I'm navigating the Cold War when I'm getting my haircut because my barber is a barb, like hardcore barb. And sometimes other people be in that shop and I'll be like, oh, they're a Beyonce stan. Oh, a Rihanna stan. I'll be like, oh, she's the Cuban Missile Crisis in this bitch right now. Like, one comment, somebody step on his Nicki praise and it's about to go down in this fucking barbershop right now.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dog. Nah, them standums is crazy in real life. Like, that's not just some online shit. No, they are like that in real life. Also, didn't know SZA had a stand base like that till I went to that concert.
Oh yeah.
I would not want smoke. Like, I couldn't hear for like 3 days because of how they was screaming at SZA. They love her.
Man.
They love her shit. She be out there talking about potions and shit. I'll be like, I don't know what the fuck this about. But they be like, I'll be like, God damn, y'all wasn't this loud for Kendrick. Like, yeah, they love SZA.
Was the show crazy? I heard the show. I heard the show was
amazing.
crazy though. Like, yeah.
Show was amazing. No, it was an amazing show. Both of them killed it. I didn't even know half the SZA songs playing. I was like, oh, okay, she can sing. Like, I was just amazed at how much the audience knew all these SZA songs I ain't never heard of. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm not in this at all. Like,
You wasn't like that
dude
dude
on the dream though, huh?
You wasn't like that mayor from Toronto who went there to go see SZA.
No, that was the leader of their progressive party, I think, right?
Something like that.
He dropped an apology. I was like, bro.
I was like, oh, you got pressed.
Yeah, you let Drake do that to you. What do you say?
You got pressed.
Did Drake threaten to primary you? Like, what the fuck is wrong with this shit? Like,
All he did was call him a goof. He was on social media apologizing. I went there to see SZA.
it was probably that man. They was probably going crazy at that man. Because you already know he's a politician and he's like a super progressive politician. So you already know the online environment for him is toxic, awful, terrible. People are just sending him the worst shit every day. I believe he's Muslim. And like being Muslim online, probably not fun right now. Like, so yeah. Yeah, I bet it was nasty what he was getting said. Still can't apologize though. Just ignore it. Like,
He got to stay in Toronto. He know what he got to do.
Drake was
Like,
going
nah,
to say,
they
"Am
can
I
get to
going
me."
on?" Yeah,
Yeah, they could get to me. I'm good.
he is. Baca does have a weird case. Hey man, why do you think he's around? Like,
Oh man, bro, how long we been doing this? Almost 4 hours.
yeah, man, we need to get to this last super chats.
That was it.
I think
That was it.
We're done.
We good?
Yeah,
we're good.
Y'all done super chatting? Is anybody in chat right now still talking?
We've been on here for
SZA
4
is
hours.
amazing.
Bro.
Control is one of my favorite albums ever. All right, yeah, we good. We good. We good. We'll drop some emergency pods as necessary. Is that what we agreed on? Do some emergency pods just in case free agency might be crazy.
Probably.
Yeah, free agency is supposed to be crazy. So we're probably gonna. We were thinking about doing the hiatus, but we might have to put that on hold for a little bit, or at least a week or two.
We'll keep an eye. Just know randomly we go be gone till the start of August at some point here. So consider these all bonus episodes.
And the draft is tomorrow, so we might actually have something.
The Cavs ain't doing shit but trade Isaac Okoro tomorrow, man. We're gonna move Dean Wade for a 2027 conditional pick protected first round pick.
Cash considerations.
And cash considerations and like some draft and stash player that like 3 people on Twitter are gonna be hype about.
Who knows, man? Maybe they trade for Lonzo Ball.
Let me tell you what I'm absolutely not about to do. Stop my day to watch day 2 of the draft in the NBA. Absolutely never going to happen. I don't have plans that day, but one of those plans will not be watching the goddamn draft.
Ray Rex said, "What do you think about the Travis Scott diss from Pusha?" I mean, hey man. First of all, So Be It is fire. The video's fire. The song is fire. The beat is fire. Everything about that song is fire. But like when Pusha explained it, I kind of agreed with what he was coming from. He was like, Travis be flip flopping.
No, he do be fencing.
Yeah, like he be
on Drake album and then he be on Kendrick album. he be on
and then he be snaking everybody. You know what I'm saying? So like he deserved it. He deserved it.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm interested to hear Travis Scott come back.
He can't rap, so he can't rap for real. So like, you don't need to respond. Please
do ad libs in the diss track.
He can't. He's not gonna be able to respond to anybody who can actually rap.
He might be able to respond to some people, like you said, but Pusha T is not that person. Okay.
Especially if he knows something about you. Like if he knows something about you already, it's not even worth. It's not even worth
FBI. If he's pursuing the case publicly, you're guilty. Like it's like there's no doubt he has something on you if he's willing to put a bar about you in a song. He's trying to goat you out to do something. Don't do it. Stay fun, Travis.
Yeah, just it's cool. Let them do what they do.
If I were you, I'd just be very inclined to never act like I've ever heard the words Pusha T.
Plus, he got a Kendrick verse on there. He got a Nas verse on there. He might get a whole verse on there too. Like it's
you go at Pusha. Maybe you go too far. Now you piss off some other people who can rap, and I don't think he's trying to ever go find a way to be up against Kendrick.
Yeah, just leave that one alone. Leave that one alone.
J. Cole, this one, brother. J. Cole is calling him on the phone right now. You know what needs to be done.
Absolutely nothing.
Abstinence is a choice too, brother.
Just stay out the way completely.
Okay.
Ain't nothing good over there.
You. Okay. That man Pusha T been in the trenches for 30 years. Okay. You want nothing to do with that man. Nothing.
Please just leave it alone.
Bro, you saw what he did to Drake. And let's be real, Drake's a better rapper than Travis Scott. Like
it's not even
close. Yeah.
Drake can actually rap very well. Oh yeah, stay out of that.
Yeah, stay out of that, Travis. Stay out of that. Let him win that. It's like the RDC. You gonna fight John? Don't he got a metal jaw? Yeah, let him win that. Let Pusha win that. That's not a friendly.
You don't want that.
Don't let him talk you into it too. Oh no, it's just gonna be about bars. No, it's not. Like what?
He knows something that we ain't supposed to know.
And like when Pusha got beef, it's always personal. Like I know people are like, "Oh, he brought Virginia Williams into it. That's why Pusha went that far." I'm gonna be real with you. That was just the justification. Pusha was gonna go that far. Have you heard what he said about Lil Wayne and Baby? That wasn't even his beef. That was Pharrell's beef. He was willing to go that far.
Yeah. So
the Drake beef wasn't even his. When that whose beef was that?
He had some shit. He had some shit going on. It stemmed from the shit he had going on for Wayne.
It stemmed from the shit he had going on with Baby. Wayne jumped in for Baby, and then he went at Baby and decided, I'm gonna go at this motherfucker too while you're looking at me. And then it just went off the rails. Nah, you want nothing to do with that, man, Pusha.
Yeah, it was Wayne. It was Wayne stuff, and then it just devolved from there.
Yeah, and then somehow you end up getting exposed. Drake in that beef was like the quintessential version of somebody who laughs too hard at a roast. Like Drake was laughing too hard at the roast, and then the roast became about him. Like that beef went for Wade and Pusha to let me talk about this motherfucker right here. You deadbeat dad. Like, damn.
Why he gotta be all that?
You was waiting.
Yeah, but all right, y'all. It's about that time.
Yeah. You have a good one. I gotta eat dinner. We started this shit at lunch. Shout out to Curtis, man.
Shout out to Curtis. Hey, Curtis, you see how he ain't much on nothing on camera.
I know Curtis ain't participated in this. Curtis, you the only one got caught eating on this show? Like, hey, yeah, what you mean?
Yeah, it happened once.
Hey,
it didn't have multiple times.
Hey, Curtis.
Times.
Hey, Curtis, let us see your dresser real quick.
Hey, man, we gonna end the podcast for today, man. I'm getting tired of y'all, man.
Y'all, I never go there. Nah. Y'all have a good one, man. Big shout out to Curtis holding it down for the producer front. What kind of hoodie you got on today?
Same anime hoodie that you probably hate. That you hate as much.
I was gonna let you shout it out. You know, I was gonna let you get your anime. I ain't been on the anti.
Call bullshit on that. Call BS on that.
Wow, Curtis too paranoid to show what he love, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. But y'all have a good rest of y'all day. Cole, what you about to tweet on Twitter to piss everybody off?
I don't know, man. Let me think about it.
Yeah. No. Shake that fear. Talk about this Caitlin Clark situation. Yeah, let's see if you about it.
I already told you I wasn't. I'm good.
I already put the tweet out. I put it in the group chat.
She's losing one teammate away from being the most toxic teammate of all time.
I'm good on all of that. Y'all got that.
No, I want to see you go at Caitlin Clark fans. Yeah. I want you to see why Caitlin Clark fans are holding back Caitlin Clark, my article. Write that out there.
Take it there.
Yeah. The unbearable whiteness of Caitlin Clark. Oh shit! I want to see Jason Whitlock get mad at you. Hey, Jason Whitlock ever gets mad at you, call me. I'm ready for that war, dog. I'm jumping in. I'm ready. I've been ready to drop on him. Ain't a thing. I'll be worried over shit I don't even agree with. If he would have got mad at you about the Chris Paul take, I'd be like, and what? Chris Paul ain't never been to a finals and did what Tyrese is doing.
See, that's how being a hater starts. You just jump in because you just want to.
There are certain people I'm like, let me know. I'm ready. Right. Just give me a fucking reason. Yeah, Curtis, let me know. Jason Whitlock, who was it? I think somebody It was like Benjamin Albright or somebody like that. It was this dude he used to tweet for like the Denver Broncos.
He still tweets for him. Ben Albright, yes.
Yeah. And I remember somebody got in an argument with him I was kind of related to. I'm like, I've been waiting for this, dog. Like, I'm jumping in. Like, I'm escalating. Like,
I feel like Albright searches his name because like one time, I just realized one time I was just blocked by him for whatever reason.
hey Cole, you know the other one that I'm ready to jump into mentions on. No questions asked.
All right, end the pod, please.
Have a great day. Have an even rest of your life. Have an even better rest of your day. Peace.